So, welcome to another episode of The Fist. They're off on merry adventures again. They've just taken care of the hood, got some awesome loot, and they decided on their way back to Scrimmage they'd take a detour and try and fight the giant Hydra that was chasing them. Good old Daddy Hydra. We'd left them as they just tracked it down to its lair. They'd just found its tracks and were following them diligently through the woods. We've got no Wonders along with us this evening, so I'll be playing him, following the party around, throwing heals and things at them. Not really doing much, but yeah, should hopefully stop them dying at least. We shall see.
Cool.
Right. So I had a plan, a rather cunning plan.
Dangerous.
We should lay a trap for the Hydra using the baby Hydra's body.
Sounds fun.
But what if Hydra's the sort of animal that eat their young, and it just eats it, and then we lose? There's like a big bag of gold going down its throat.
I don't know if there's any money to be had in baby Hydra, dead baby Hydra.
You don't need the baby Hydra. Why don't we just rub
Always money in the banana stand.
Mastiff? Rub the baby Hydra all over Mastiff so he smells like a baby Hydra, then send him into the woods. Then we'll use him like a Trojan horse.
Yeah.
I
say
say,
duct tape all the Hydra heads we've got to me.
no, don't want to risk the Hydra heads. Hydra heads are money. Baby Hydra is an unknown. I reckon we that out, put down some spells around it or whatever, and just an ambush. That's what I would say with my soldier background, you know, with a few situations like this.
Yeah.
It's a surprise.
So, as you're traipsing through the woods, you've been following the signs of it making its way through the woods. You have traced it back to a weird-looking cave in the middle of the woods. You can hear sounds coming from within the cave.
Oh, okay.
That's very loud.
That is very loud. It sounds angry.
Unhappy.
That's like a train.
Should we have a nap before we go in?
I think
You've already
we
had
have
a sleep. You had a sleep.
we
before.
rested.
Yeah.
You
You
enjoyed
had a
it.
sleep at the beach.
We drank Wonders' Jesus wine. Jesus water to wine.
Yeah. I mean, I've got Pepe back. I think must have done. But what I've got is Pepe, but as a snake. So not as an owl. Yeah. So I think it's more realistic in the current situation to have a snake.
Okay, so Pepe is a
Or
snake.
Fucking Slytherin.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, slither around. So owls only come out at night. I believe Pepe died
Yes,
because he was flying around in the day.
this is true.
So
And on a beach near a cove, not really owl territory.
yeah, exactly. But a snake and woods and cave, I think this is good. So I'm going to send Snaky Boy out on a scouting mission.
Okie dokie.
So I'm gonna just move out. But I can't see because the map isn't opening up for me, Mo.
Bear with me. Pepe might not have any vision.
Yeah. I can send my white over.
I'm creeping forwards as well. So have a look, see what's going on.
Can Pepe see now?
Yeah, well, not. I put my white there. The white isn't there, but I can see with the white, so I'm moving the white.
I've just
But why
given
isn't-
Pepe vision, so he should be able to see now.
Yes,
Everything's
yes.
Okay.
Cool. So he's gonna go around the edge of the cave, which I think is the cave,
Start the cave,
and he's
and then
looking.
it
in
opens
the cave.
out into some kind of ruins that the Hydra's made his home. In the dead
Well,
center.
as I get to this point, I'm kind of waving the guys forwards at the kind of mouth of the cave. And then I'll do a little looking for trapsy sort of thing.
As far
Not
as,
sure there's any traps, guys.
as far as you
Yeah.
can tell, there are no
Cool.
traps.
Right, so I'm gonna send Snaky Boy back.
Okay, the Hydra did see the snake. He didn't seem too very fussed about it, as
Okay.
as there are quite a few other snakes in the vicinity as well.
Yeah, so I'm gonna come send him back, and he's gonna whisper in my ear what he's seen, which is a giant fucking Hydra in the middle of a room with
Okay.
some fire sticks.
As you've approached to the entrance
So
of the
out here
cave, the
with the baby
Hydra can see you now, and it lets out a bellow.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not going to press the button again; it's far too loud.
It's very loud.
Who did he see? Did he see Strasner or can he see me?
It's in Strasner because he's just walked, raising his balls right up to the entrance of the cave.
Cool.
Okay, and just before, while he can't see me, I'm going to take one of my potions of invisibility and become invisible.
Oh, Schlong's coming. He's just logged in to Roll20.
Well, it was definitely a cryptic message then, because we all thought he wasn't coming.
Yeah, very bad and very bruised, but we'll see how it goes.
Bruised?
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, long day. How many heals I got?
Cool. So I'm gonna go.
Before you do that, everyone's going to roll initiative as Sinyan is
just-
going to come charging out of his hole. As soon as you walked up, he saw you. He almost saw Gamulfi. He's got a high perception. All them heads, you see. He's got many a head.
It's a good job that all the tanks are at the back.
Isn't it? Like, super far away.
I mean, to be fair, I did kind of gesture you to all come forwards.
Yeah. So I
you
followed. I
Yeah,
followed.
The idiots didn't.
Yeah.
Sound
Now they're
stealthy.
fucking miles away.
Oh, I
sound
thought the
cut out. I
non-stealth
didn't hear
person
anything.
went up first.
Snaky Boy went.
To... Well, I'm going last, so good luck.
Brilliant.
Love it when we plan these things out.
It's best to just wing it. What's the point in planning? It's less fun.
It's a good job I'm only 80 feet away.
Oh, yeah. It's quite far.
I think
I
I'm even
would suggest you
further.
guys like run this way a little bit, you know, just a little bit.
just a little bit.
Hopefully Straz goes first.
I'm not going first.
What the fuck is that?
I rolled a 7, I think.
What's going on with your long-haired zombie thing?
It's a white.
A White Walker.
It's a white.
Can it be killed by a little girl with a dagger?
Yes.
Good. Just, I like it.
So you just need to roll initiative when you're getting wonders, unless you want me to do it for you.
Yes, Roll20 is taking forever. I can't even see anything at the moment. So yeah, that'd be good, please, man.
It might be. It's a big map, but it might be that you're looking at the black part at the top.
I've got guys still loading. It's coming up now. I definitely can't load up my character sheet yet though.
Okay.
At the top of the round, we've got the invisible Gamulf.
Okay. I am going to, whilst invisible, will casting a spell get rid of my invisibility, or is it only attacks?
No, if it's it'll drop you out of invisibility. It's only greater invisibility you can stay invisible for.
So if I cast the thorns, he'll be able to see them.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, because
I mean, to
you'll
be fair.
like pop out because you'll start waving your arms around and speaking.
Okay. I mean, whatever. Fucking giant snaky prick.
Use the potion there.
I'm going to use spike growth which let me just plop out my 20 radius, which is gonna be like, I need to make it smaller, don't I? Because it's the bigger map. I think when I had a look, it was about the size of the thing.
So it's 20-foot radius, so it needs to be at 40. 38.5 from end to end. So that's about there.
That's all good. It was about the size of the thing, and just a bit backwards, so like there. So it is as much of the thing as possible.
Okay.
And because that uses my action, can I use a second action to fire my bow?
No. An action you can either cast a spell or attack. You get 2 attacks per the actual attack action.
So with my bonus action, I'll get Wolfie to come and stand in front of me, boot there, and then I'll shout something derogatory towards the Hydra about shooting his child in the face with a crossbow.
Oh my. Gonna come stomping forward. Gonna go up the stairs, and that'll be his movement there in the corner. Brings us to Zavorax. He's quite the way away at the moment.
I'll use my dash. Or I could use my going to pick my boots of speed together.
Okay.
My bonus action. And then I'm gonna. What does that do? That doubles my distance?
I believe so.
Hang on, let me just double your walking speed. That means I can go.
Yeah, you can do 60 and still have an action, or obviously you can move further.
I'm gonna. I'll use my dash action to right up there, right next to Wolfie. My turn.
Okay. Brings us to Wonders.
I'm going to use a new move. I'm going to bump in Mastiff, hit him with a level 4 Death Ward. I'm assuming he's going to get off all in grills, and I think he's going to die a lot.
Okay.
So,
As is the usual.
Oh, sorry, let me redo that. Bad habit.
Yeah, that's fine. It's cast it. So the first time you drop to 0 hit points, you drop to 1 instead. Or if you're going to get 1 tapped, like instant killed, you're fine. You won't get 1 tapped, which is always nice.
Stupendous. Then for my bonus, I wonder if I can fuck out a balloon at 60 feet. That's probably not going to reach, is it? I scoot forward as much as I can.
Hey, thanks, Nat Awesome, for the host. Thanks a lot.
Big old beastie.
Actually, shall I use this? I'm going to use. Sorry. It's a bonus, yeah. And I'll use Shield of Faith on the Zavorax. Zavorax, if it will reach.
What's the range on your spell?
60. Will it reach?
It's just in at 60.
Super.
So you get an extra 2 armor class. And you've got a concentration spell active. Okie dokie. Which brings us to Strasna.
Cool. So I'm gonna with the longbow of the white. I just need to double check how long it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you'll
fine,
be
right.
inside, but he
See
is in sunlight, so he's at disadvantage. He's still outside the cave.
I could move him then. I'll move him there.
Okay, yep, he's now no longer in the sunlight.
Good. Right, it's my turn. Okay, so then I will go with the longbow.
That's a hit.
Attack. I get two longbows. It's 2 attacks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then a longbow again.
That's a miss. Yeah, the arrow gleams off its hide, not penetrating its hardened, thickened scales.
Yeah, and then I will go with what I think would be good is running away. About 30 feet. So about there.
Okay.
I think I'm still in sight.
You can.
I can see a bit of it.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have some bonuses to his armor class because he's super. You can see like
Yeah.
one head and a bit of a tail, and a bit of a leg
Yeah.
maybe. He's definitely not well visible.
Then I will go with. No, don't do that. I'm going to create a little bonfire. Just for prosperity. Right underneath it. There.
So tiny.
It's tiny. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do, mate. I'm going to create a bonfire.
Okay.
So I need to go into this. Well, yeah.
It's a cantrip, so
Oh yeah, sorry.
takes its damage on its turn. So
On its turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
that brings us to Mastiff.
Oh, I wonder what to do when I'm so far away.
He's super far away.
So I can move 80 feet, can't I?
Yeah, you won't be able to do anything, but you can hoof it 80 feet.
Can you not throw anything at it?
If he's
Is
throwing, he
using
can
my
only
rage
move.
a bonus action, or is it just happens?
Your rage is a bonus action, yeah.
Okay. So
You can still move 80 feet and then rage.
yes, I can, can't I? So 80 feet got me. What the fuck was he doing over there? I got stuck somehow. Fuck, did I just get teleported? I'm not even...
I don't know what happened.
I
You definitely got
I started
stuck
moving
somehow.
him and he teleported to the right.
You might have ended up in one of the invisible walls. It does throw you around if you end up in an invisible wall.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
about...
the things that block the sight, if you end up in them, it can just spaz you out a bit.
I can get a little... I think I can get a little bit further, so I get to there, I think. Is that... That's where it is, somewhere. Fuck it. Is that alright, or a little bit...
Just a little bit back.
There we go.
About there.
Yeah, there you go.
And I'm guessing you're deploying the rage, are you? Going all angry.
I'm going frenzy rage. That's
Frenzy?
okay.
Sure is.
Well, I
Going for it.
suspect it's going to kick off. So
There is a good chance. Okay, so that's your turn. That brings us back to the top of the round with the Gamolf.
Right. Okay, I can see them fucking guy now. So I'm gonna try out this new longbowy thing. Get a little double tap on that.
oh,
Yeah, they definitely both hit.
Viper's
Fucking no.
One of them sinking deep.
Tap.
welcome to the danger zone.
The arrows sink deep, doing as much damage as you'd hope for. But when the green flash kind of happens, nothing seems to occur. They don't take any extra damage from the magical poison tipped arrows.
Fine. fine. Okay, and then I'm going to use my movement to just be about here, and yeah, that's me. In fact, can I use my? No, that's me.
Okay. That brings us to the big angry man, who's going to do his dexterity save. The old bonfire business. Apart from I've clicked on the wrong thing. He rolls a 24. So is that half damage or no damage on a bonfire? It's been that long since we've bonfired, I can't remember.
Yep.
It used to be
Hold
a
on.
common thing. It's just like a little tiny pinprick to it.
Save. Or take damage, so no damage.
No damage, okay. So he's going to stride forth into this, which is going to hurt him. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then he's at the white. So
how many 5 meters did he go through?
he went through 3 because he takes big steps.
3.
Still going to be a nice chunk of damage though.
I think that's 64. I mean, it's a reasonable amount of damage.
Yeah, not bad.
Some,
Considering it was free.
well, cost a spell.
Well, a spell, but yeah. Okay, so he's going to deploy his bites at the only target that's in his way.
Oh.
3 hit, 2 miss.
Well, I've just-
For 34.
I've just got it.
Hitting him for 46 points of damage.
3 hits.
Ooh.
I can't click on him, the spell thing's in the way.
I don't mind you can't click on him.
Don't worry, I'll get to him.
No.
So the white falls unconscious on the floor. Its lifeless corpse just sat there. He's then going to use his last little bit of movement to push up a wee bit more. So if you do another damage, but now he's out of the radius, that is walked another 5 feet through your spell. So roll your d4s.
Better.
5 damage. Okay, so that brings us to Zavorax. He's got a giant beast in his face.
Yeah, it's right up in there. Okay, I'm going to with my bonus action. I'm gonna cast Wrathful Smite. To ignore that damage. It just means on the next hit, I make on it that the spell takes effect.
Yep.
Then I'm going to try and penetrate it with my Glaive of Cold.
Nice. Get some good penetration going.
Or not so good penetration.
The glaive just bounces harmlessly off the scales and able to penetrate it hard.
Okay, I'll try again. Oh, fuck's sake. Okay.
That also misses. He's not been able to manage to penetrate his titanium armored defense.
Of interest, if I were to move and it gets an opportunity, attack of opportunity, does it get 1 or how many heads does it have?
5.
There's one way to find out.
Okay. There I am.
Knowledge.
I'm guessing that's your turn, unless you do want to test it out.
Yeah,
Why do you want to move?
Don't know.
Okay, so that brings us to Wonders then, seeing as Zavorax doesn't want to test out its theory.
I will use distinct move with my Ring of the Rams. Oh, yeah, I'll get closer. First, I'll move forward, please. Lines up with where is. Can move just in front. That'd be great.
Oh, you can move 30 feet, so you can get side by side with Straz.
Then I will hit for the Rams, please.
Okie dokie. As you level the ring at the Hydra, you utter the command word, and the spectral force of the Rams shoots out of the ring, going completely AWOL and smashing into the side of the cave, doing 0 damage. And the other two, they do hit, but they don't penetrate the armor.
Shall I take off these? Put some bless on, or shall I do Bane?
Well, that's your action, so you've only got a bonus action left now.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Sorry. And then for my bonus, I will use nothing. I don't think anything's gonna get through it quite as yet. I'll just hold fire.
Okay. That brings us to Strazna.
Well, I don't have a white anymore, so that's fun.
Do a death save. Roll a d10, please. He's not like d20. Sorry. You need to roll over a 10. Yeah. So he's past 1.
Okay, I'll get a post-it now.
Because it is a special minion, so it doesn't just go down like a sack of shit. And I don't know if you remember the meta message I sent you last game was saying to keep him safe.
Yeah. I tried, but I want to use it. So it's got 1 good save. Cool. So that's fine. So what I'll do, I will cast. I'll get. Because I got a telepathic link with the snake familiar. So I'm going to go over to Mastiff, and then in my spell book, I'm going to cast haste.
As you are moving, the Hydra is going to attack it.
But it's just a snake.
Yeah.
It didn't think it was anything before.
Not when it was in its lair, but when it's slithered off now and it seems to be aiding you, and it can speak to snakes.
Can it? Does that mean it can speak to me? Does that mean I can speak to it through the snake?
You could have done, yeah.
Oh, damn it. Has it killed the snaky boy?
How did that conversation go? Sorry, we killed your fucking family.
I just wanted to see,
yeah, the 5 heads strike down at a blurry of speed, just dissecting and just chowing down the little weird snake in an instant.
The snaky boy. All right then.
Isn't your game?
Bye. So then I will not do haste because that wasn't. I'll take haste back, and I'll instead shoot it with. Yeah, but do I want to get that close?
Only you can answer that, dude.
I know.
Just haste me up. I'll go in and fuck everyone up.
Yeah, I'll go there. That's 25 feet. I'll do haste.
Yep.
To touch
And
him,
then I'll-
the range is 30 feet on it.
No, haste.
Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was a touch spell.
Says
Nope.
range 30 feet.
A willing creature that you can see within range. For a wizard, you're not very clever.
I get between spells.
You can get back a few feet. You've already moved up, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'll go back a few feet then. But I'll cast haste on Mastiff then. That's the go.
Yeah, he's got haste. You've got a concentration
then-
spell up.
Yeah. And then that's it.
Okay. That brings us to Mastiff.
Okay. I can move into its range and then go to like here, can't I, without triggering any opportunity attacks?
It's only when you leave its
Yeah.
range of attack that it bites you.
So I'm going to set myself up over here. Some fighty fights. I'm already frenzied.
Yep.
I'm gonna do. I can pop action surge and out of bound to still work with my haste, won't it?
Yeah.
So
Jesus
I have
Christ.
to- I need to get a pen. How many times I do this? Right, the question to the group is: do I do my? Have we worked out what the AC is on this thing?
Above 17.
Alright, I'm not going to do the Great Weapon Master thing then. Right, so.
Well, if I had to put a figure on it, it would be 17. At least.
So,
I've
I've not got Bless or anything, so fucking. Let's go! So I'm going to do Reckless Attacks that gives me advantage.
Okay.
I'm going to use Samson, so double tap number 1. And they both
Hit,
hit.
that's a hit.
So number 1, and I'll do a double tap. Does 19 get it?
You just managed to catch it, and you just managed to get in between the scales.
Ooh, so 19 might be the
19
issue.
it is.
So do the 19. Very nice. That was number 2. And then, so that was my first lot of actiony things. This will be my frenzy action, so I get another 2. So, take the 19.
Yeah, that's a hit.
3. Another double tap. Take the 21. I'll re-roll the 1d6, please.
Yep.
Thank you kindly. That was my number 4, wasn't it? So
Yes, that's your first attack. Now, if you pop in action surge, obviously you'd get another 4.
oh, okay.
I mean, if you, it's up to you. You don't have to pop your action surge.
Oh, I'm definitely doing it. Oh, where's my other one? I did it twice. There we go.
That's a miss.
Well, did it? So we're gonna miss. Take the
That's a
23.
hit.
So that was my 5 and 6.
But we roll that.
I'm gonna re-roll the.
Re-roll the whole thing.
Yeah, because I got a 2 and a 1. So press the button again. Oh, I'm not exactly fucking much better, is it?
better. 2
Um,
point counts.
that was number 7, wasn't it? So another double tap. 27. I'll re-roll the. Which one's that? The
D12.
1d12.
Whole attack.
Yeah. That was my 8, and then I've got my frenzy. What does my frenzy give me?
Another-
attack, just 1.
Just 1 more attack.
Yeah, and then your haste gives you 1 as well.
Fucking Jesus.
So there's 10 attacks.
Take the 27.
Yep.
Fuck.
19 not crit for you yet.
No, I got 1 more level to get the. I need 1 more point in fighter to
Yeah.
be able to do that.
Next level he will be. He'll be critting like a madman.
That was 9, so I've got 1 more attack. Take the 20. Right, I'll trust your mathematics on this one, Mo.
You've been keeping track of this, Mo, right?
I've been knocking it off with every single one.
Work.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
So you managed to cut 1 head off the Hydra.
Fucking Jesus.
It only loses 1 per turn, so chop 1 off.
Okay.
It's looking pretty damaged. As you've chopped a head off, you can see a very large, angry, kind of 2-tone head appears from within the body. It's kind of blue and purple. It's twice the size of all the other heads. It looks exceedingly angry and pissed off now.
Like a purple-headed warrior.
Is that the monster from Lost?
No, it sounds like the T-Rex noise from.
It's the
Jurassic
T-Rex from
Yeah,
Jurassic
Park,
Park.
Ooh, you gotta know that.
It brings us to
They sound
Gamel.
the same.
No, incorrect. The thing in Lost goes like
It like clicks and stuff.
clicks and fucking shit. Yeah.
I will find the video.
Okay, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark and getting rid of the thorny stuff.
Okay.
And then I am going to pop off a couple of Viper's ass. The first one is one of my fire arrows.
Ooh.
Boom.
The arrow goes wide, not hitting the mark.
What?
The first one hits, but your second one misses.
Oh, okay, but the first one was the fire
Yeah,
one.
your fire one hits, but your normal second attack goes wide of the mark.
Oh. That's fine. Because then I get Hunter's Mark, Sneak Attack, and Fire E arrow.
Yeah, which is 1d8 for your fire.
Oh, sorry. Ignore the last one. Sorry, I thought they were all D6. So just ignore the last D6. And there's my 1d8.
Oh.
Good
Nice.
trade.
Okie dokie. Which brings us to the Hydra. It grows.
Sorry, I'm moving a little bit further back.
Yep.
Sorry.
No
Sorry,
worries. Okay, so on top of its weird magical head that it's grown another two back, and it seems that some of its wounds have closed up as it regrew a head.
God damn it.
Oh, damn.
So looking over at Gamulf, it's not very happy at all. The weird two-tone head looks at him, balefire glowing in its eyes. It opens its mouth, and a beam of pure dark energy streaks out across the night. However, Gamulf manages to dodge out of the way.
What the fuck?
Programmo!
Maybe we should have left this one alone. Oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's then going to deploy three bites on each on Mastiff and 3 on Zavorax. The heads are just a massive blur as the mass biting consumes everyone. 2 hits on Mastiff, only 1 on Zavorax, due to his heavy armor and the spell that he's got on him.
Hello?
Is my +2 AC from haste taken into account?
It is, yes.
Cheers.
Hello? Yeah.
Vorax is
Still much missing. So you take 15 points of piercing damage, which is rounded down, and Zavorax. Yeah, that is halved. Yeah,
Yeah, cheers.
it did 30 overall, and Zavorax takes 12 points of the damage.
I need to do a constitution save because there's a concentration.
For your wrath spell,
Okay.
that vanishes. You definitely lose concentration there. So that brings us to Zavorax.
Okay. I'm gonna keep trying to penetrate it.
Oh,
Do one of them. Oh,
bingo.
That's definitely a penetration, alright.
I think I might just also use a divine smite on it.
Okie dokie.
Because that also
right where
gets
it
crit.
hurts.
And I'm going to do that at level 2, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Did it? Did that automatically take into account the crit?
It did not, no.
Okay.
So you'll have to roll. You have to roll all them dice again. So that's another 3d8 you'd roll, and then obviously your actual attack as well.
Nice.
And there's a 1 in there somewhere.
That's on your crit though. I don't know if you can re-roll crit. Bollocks to it. I'm sure you can.
D10. So if I re-roll a D10
Yep.
for an extra 2.
As you slice another head off, it roars in pain again. I'm not going to do the roary thing. It's far too loud. Even though I've turned it down by half, it's still too loud.
Just smoke monster. It doesn't sound anything like it.
So you've chopped another head off. It's rather angry.
Yes.
Its magical head's still intact in the centre.
Okay. I'm going to this time Wrathful Smite it and Wrathful Smite again. So I'm going to cast that again.
Okay.
And then going to try and penetrate it again. Oh, motherfucker!
You fail the penetration. Obviously, you've still got your Wrathful concentration spell going. Would you like to move?
I think I'll stay where I am. Thanks.
Okay. Just asking. Just curious. That brings us to Wonders.
I please take off my Shield of Faith for Zavorax, cast Bane on Mastiff, Zavorax, and Gamel.
Wait, not Bane. Not Bane.
Hey, sorry, not Bane. Not Bane. definitely not Bane. Bless, please. Can I cast Bless on Damage Gang?
Yeah.
Calling them. And then for my bonus action,
Yeah, if you just cast the spell, so then it takes takes it off your slot.
of course. A bonus action. I am going to use. I'm really using bonus actions. Spiritual weapon. I kind of think it may be a waste. Its AC is high. No, I will nothing. I'll hold.
Okay. Brings us to Straz. If you can do another death save for your whitey buddy. That's 2 passes.
Good. Then I'll go about a bit further away. And I'm gonna go Spellbook. Fireball. Level 4.
Whoa!
Level 4 Fireball, so that's
I presume you're doing it so
20-foot sphere. Yeah, I'm
you're gonna struggle.
no,
Yeah.
I can hold on. I can't resize it, Mo. Can I?
So it's 30-foot radius, or is it a 20-foot?
20-foot radius.
Okay.
I can't move it into where I exactly want it.
I mean, it's shit like this that makes us think you're
Ah.
evil.
There, and it'll get it, and not anyone else. Right.
Well, its central body is what you've got to aim for. Obviously, like it's moved down, so that wouldn't hit it. You're basically catching like 3 heads there, so that's not a hit.
Hold
You've
on.
got to cover at least like half of it.
Gecko takes half damage, but
Like that.
Gecko doesn't.
Like it.
Like that.
Gecko
Mo.
bitch. For salamander.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because you've got to see the central point, which you can. So yeah,
Yeah.
that'd hit him there. I'm happy with
Cool.
that.
So he needs to do a
Dex save.
save, which he passed last time. But Wow.
Okay, then. Dexterity save. He failed hard. He takes 32 points of fire damage, and you manage to burn another head off his corpse.
No. Hunt it off. That means didn't it burn into nothingness?
It hit it in the neck, and the head just evaporated. There's nothing left of that head. There's still only 2 on the floor.
Good. Okay, 2 on
how
the
many?
floor.
Wait, do we need heads?
Yeah, we're collecting them for money.
Heads,
Oh,
heads,
That's what
heads equals money.
it doesn't kill us, right?
Yeah, but money.
Yeah, money and saving
Okay,
the
about
common
that.
folk.
Yeah, don't care about
Think about what they'll sing about in the taverns. Killed 2 dragons and Daddy Hydra, and then buying a beer again.
that. Yeah. So
That's your turn.
yeah,
Okay, so that brings us to Mastiff.
Okay. I'm going to use my reckless striking again, and I've got blessed this time, which is what 1d4.
Yep.
I'm going to do
Great
my
weapon master.
great weapon master on it.
On all of them, or because you can, you don't
I was
have to
gonna
do
do
it on all of them, just on
Just do
all.
all of it.
Yep.
Okay.
No worries.
That's it's not clever enough to just pick between.
Yeah. He has a very specific fighting style.
He swings harder or he swings even harder?
So that's a double tap. 23 plus a d4.
It's a hit. 'Cause as long as you roll a 1, that converts that into a hit.
Okay, brilliant. So then that is this plus 10, please.
Ooh,
Nice.
Roll.
a lot of damage.
Okay, you've lopped another head off. Even with bless, that's a miss.
Yeah,
You got 2 more left.
24's a hit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a hit. You don't need your bless on that.
This plus 10, please. I'll re-roll the 1d6, please. Yeah, boy!
Beautiful.
So that was, I've done
Right, that was your third. So you've got 1 left.
1 left, yeah.
As far as my counting goes, anyway.
Because what is it? Because a frenzy gives me an extra 2, doesn't it?
No, you've got 2 attacks because of your attack
Yeah.
action, and you get 1
Yeah.
for your frenzy and 1 because you hasted.
Okay, brilliant.
So it's
Take
4
that.
total.
So it's my last one.
Obviously, you don't have a pesky action surge, so you
Ooh, I
can't
need-
do that.
Need a nice d4. Yeah.
Yep. Bless doing work.
Get that plus a 10 clicks.
Starting to look pretty damaged at the moment. It's got a few heads missing. It's got blood pouring out of everywhere. It's not in the best of condition. Which brings us to Gamulf.
Finish him.
Okay. I am going to get Wolfie to come round to where the Hydra's
Soft underbelly is.
yeah, and he's going to bite it. Oh,
Can't quite manage to get its fangs through the hardened scales. It tried, but
he's got some friends around, so he gets to try again.
yeah, he's got advantage.
Oh,
Still can't quite get through.
God damn wolf. And then I am going to shoot twice. First one again is a fiery arrow.
Okay, yep, they both hit.
Let me take off my last fire arrow.
Have to get some more made up.
Yeah, these have been real handy. Okay, so I'll just do damage on both of them first. Cool. And then my first one gets, well, Hunter's Mark on both, so 3d6. And then a d8 for the fiery arrow. Yeah, that's good, but I'll take it.
Fucking dice everywhere.
Nice!
We're getting silly.
As the arrows pierce it, it lets out another hard roar. It looks like it's punch drunk, it's swaying about, it looks like it could fall literally any second. It's breathing heavily, all its heads are looking a bit limp, which brings us to its turn.
Oh no.
It suddenly has a massive resurgence, and it's...
Is it not still on fire mode?
No. Fireball doesn't do damage every turn. It sets, like, if there's anything flammable, it sets things on flammable. It doesn't set creatures on fire, though.
Yes. Sorry, I got confused. Carry on.
So it regrows 10 heads. So it's got a grand total of 16 heads now. There's a lot of heads on the floor, though.
How is it even possible for its body to hold up 16 heads? Top heavy.
I was about to...
It might be
It doesn't
top
seem
heavy.
real anymore, Mo.
It might be. Hey, rules is rules.
You're taking me out of the realism of the world.
This is where we got to in the last fight. We're like, yeah, we're winning this really easily, and then it fucking nuke.
So a large amount of its wounds have healed up. It's It's looking a little bit rough now, but it's looking extremely angry and super pissed off as it looks over at Gamulf and fires its weird purple-blue beam of death from its magical head. It streaks forward and smashes Gamulf in the chest.
Is there a limit to how many heads this thing can grow back?
Nope.
Just
Not-
like purple beam, do I not even get a chance to not be hit by it?
Nope, it hits
AC,
you.
I guess.
It's an attack, so it's against your AC. So it smashes you for 25 points of damage.
Foul beast.
After getting an absolute beating off Mastiff, the guy is going to deploy all his attacks against him. So that's 11 attacks,
Fuck.
all at advantage.
Oh.
Goodbye, my lover.
That's a hit.
Goodbye, my friend.
That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a
Oh,
miss. That's a
Miss,
miss,
guys. Misses.
That's
Woohoo.
a hit. That's a hit. That's a miss. That's a crit.
Oh.
That's another crit.
Might be the end of the campaign, boys.
And that's a miss.
You.
So this is gonna hurt.
Half damage though, boy.
Sure is.
But you'll hurt your knuckles punching me so much.
It's not too bad. 25, 38, 43, 5, 7, 83, 90, 100, 112,
Hear him mask itself.
120,
Yeah.
122. So it hits you for like 61 damage, knocking you unconscious. So
Then
yeah.
I pop back to my feet because of my weird spell.
Yep, you sure do, but the spell says you don't go unconscious, so you have still got your haste. If it was your racial ability, you would have lost your haste, but you've still got that as well. So that's just on
And I'm
top.
still I'm still frenzying as well. Then.
Yeah.
But this anus is just hanging out now.
Yeah, your anus is just hanging out hard. That brings us
What
to
is
the
that?
Borax.
Can you heal him?
I'm gonna move around a little bit this way, so still.
He's pretty mad, you know.
Oh,
I don't know if you've noticed.
I'm just gonna try and penetrate him again a bit more.
Bit more penetration. Yeah, you penetrate him, and you've got your 1d6 psychic thingy, and
Yeah.
whatever else that spell does.
Good. So it now needs to do a wisdom saving throw, where it's frightened of me.
Okie dokie. What's your DC on that?
Mine is 15.
In that case, he's frightened of you.
Excellent.
How many of the heads or all of the heads?
It's just him as a being, so every single head's frightened.
Oh, that's a shame.
So because of that, he's also he's reduced to 0, but it doesn't matter because he's not moving anywhere anyway.
Correct, because
Yeah.
of your fancy conquest bullshit, he can't move really at all.
Yeah. So just reroll that. So that's my first attack. So second attack. So in the air nearby it looks a bit dangerous, so just
just trying to ward it off a little bit.
and with my bonus action, I guess I've got a bonus action. Think of that. I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon. Oh.
Okay, that's a miss, but you will have to just click on the damage for it to take the spell out of your book.
You've got bless.
But it doesn't work for my weapon. It just works on me. Not the spiritual weapon.
But the first one you are casting it, so I'd roll that on your first one. That's like your attack roll as you're casting the spell, so you'll get your bless. However, on its subsequent turns, then it's using its own steam. But an 18, so that's still not a hit.
I meant. Okay.
Whereabouts? Pull your sword out. You can stick it wherever.
Sorry. So.
It's alright. You can just be awesome and like dual wield glaives.
Just
There you
delete
go.
that.
Oh, I was going to say just leave it out. You can dual wield them.
Warglaives
That brings us to wonders.
of Azinoth.
That's the one.
Having absolutely 0 attack power, I'm figuring that I'm 2 feet short. I'm 2 feet too close to Mastiff. 8 feet too far from Gamel. I'm 8 feet. Oh my gosh, the maths is I need 2 foot the difference between myself,
So,
Mastiff.
are you trying to do a
and
30
Gamel.
foot 30-foot spell?
That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Nah, you should have a big circle around you now, which is your 30 foot around you.
Wait, is Whitey Boy in there?
I maybe
He's pinging.
He as of yet at the moment he is not. He is not in the
Okay.
in the aura.
That's fine. Don't worry.
Does he-
if I move, let's try this out. It's pretty cool.
He's on this
super,
square.
look at that.
healing affect undead creatures?
It does not.
Okay, there you go. Alright, are you happy with that, man?
Happy with what? Sorry.
The
Oh, there you go.
positioning?
Yeah, you can stand there. So that's gonna do stuff to everyone. Yeah.
Candace. Then I will do level 3 prayer of healing. Boost. Height is my level. My level 3s are always bigger than my level 2s. Makes no sense.
Okay. I'm pressing all the wrong things.
And for my bonus action, can I cast another? Sorry, I'll let you finish.
Sorry, what are you doing for your bonus action?
I do a healing. Which one do I need? I think it's healing word.
Healing word's your bonus, yeah. And that's 60 foot range, I think, so you can cast that on anyone you want.
I'm gonna cast that on Mastiff at a level. I don't know.
Nice.
Okay. Brings us to Stresna.
Cool. I'm gonna do 20 if it rolls. That's 3.
That's 3. So he's got 1 HP, so he can use half his movement to stand up. I'll just move that out the way. So just pull him slightly to the side, so then we can see him.
Like there. He will stand up.
If you just move him a little bit to the right, I can't click on him.
There?
Yeah, I can click on him there. Obviously, we know he's right in there. It's just I
Yeah,
can't click
yeah.
on him.
Yeah, that's fine. I can move back in a sec. So he's going to longsword twice. So it says I can attack twice. Is that two hands?
It's either 2 longsword attacks, either one-handed or two-handed, dealer's choice, because you don't have a shield, or you can do a longsword attack and the life drain attack.
Oh yeah, I need to do. Wait, I can't do 2 life drains. No, it's a spell, isn't it?
No, it's you can do one longsword and 1 life drain, or 2 longswords.
All right, I'll do 1 life drain to start with. That doesn't do anything.
Nope.
And then I will longsword.
It doesn't quite penetrate the armor either.
No, that's fine. Then I'll go into my spell book, and I'll go with. Where is it? I had it. Scorching Ray.
That's a miss.
Yeah, but there's.
Just still got your 2 rays, yeah.
Yeah.
You can just keep.
Oh, is it?
You can cast it out of your book again.
I know.
Oh. You'll need to give yourself one back.
It's the wrong. So that's the second one. So that hits, doesn't it? That one.
The 22's a hit, yeah, for 9 fire damage.
And then the third one. That's a miss.
It is a miss. However, you
Oh.
will need to give yourself your spells back.
Yeah. Done that.
Okay, I believe that's your turn, unless you want to do
Yeah.
some movement.
I'll move. Nowhere. I'll stay there.
Okay,
All good.
that brings us to Mastiff.
Okay.
Yeah, Wonders, you know that aura, that ring I put around you? If you double click on your character, just double click on him, at the bottom of that sheet it'll say aura. 0. So if you change that to like a 30, it'll do a circle around you for 30 feet, just so you can
That's incredible.
just so you can easily check, see if people are in range or not. I don't know if the guys can see that, or if that's just me and you.
I can't see it.
Just you guys.
That's just me and you then, so there you go.
Okay, that's cool. Thanks.
But if you could turn it off when you're not using it, just then it doesn't cluster up my screen. Sorry, yep, Mastiff, let's go!
I'm just gonna do lots of attacking again. Still got bless, haven't I?
Yeah, you've still got bless, you've still got your haste.
Because I think even if I like use my heals and stuff, he's still gonna fucking one tap me, and I'm gonna have to use my racial to get back on my feet. So I'm gonna, because I'm blessed,
Try
I'm
and
gonna
kill him.
use my greater weapon fighting thing and my reckless attacks. So double tap -5 again.
Yeah, okie dokies.
Nope.
Wing and a miss, round 1.
21 plus D4.
That's a miss.
A miss, is it?
Yeah, because it's 21 minus 5 plus
Yeah.
4, so it doesn't quite get to the 19.
That maths. 25.
That's a hit, you don't need your bless.
That plus 10, please. That's
And you've
3 in.
And you've sliced yet another head off.
So my 4th attack. I can't get it, can I?
Negatory.
It's 4 attacks, that's all of them.
Yep.
Wasn't very good, sorry guys.
That didn't go according to plan.
Nope.
Which brings us to Gamolf.
So Wolfie's gonna go for the short and curlies again. No, not trying to paint, trying to bite.
That's a hit.
Yes.
If we get in there with the damage.
And then I am going to shoot a couple of vipers out.
One miss, one hit with the old Viper's Asp.
So because my first one missed, does my sneak attack move to the second one, or
Yeah.
is it not? Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you hit, it doesn't matter whether it's your first, second,
Which
third,
one it is.
fifth attack or whatever. That's why rogues are really good with two-handed weapons, like if they've got 2 one-handers, because if they miss with the first attack, they can always get them with the off-hander.
The second, yeah. Awesome. And then I think I'm just gonna move a bit, like here.
Okie dokie.
Here. Yeah, about there. And that, I think, is me.
Okay, so that brings us to the Hydra, who regrows 2 heads, regains a bit of health, looks really angry. He's going to deploy his weird beamy head at Strasna, as Gamolf is now out of range. Rolling a 10, which is a miss. He's then going to split his attacks between Zavorax and Mastiff. Disadvantage on Zavorax, but normal against Mastiff. It's a massive heads against Mastiff with 1 hit. He really misses that advantage, doing a whole 6 points of damage.
I feel much better about this round.
Wow.
He really needs that advantage, and then disadvantage against the Vorax. First one's a miss. Second one's a 20, which is a hit since you don't have the Wonder spell anymore. That's a miss. Miss. It's a miss. That's a miss, and the last one is a hit. So you got 2 hits on you. Doing 17 points of damage. As many heads struck, but only 2 head hit. Which brings us to the Vorax.
There's only one thing I can do here.
Oop, I'm dying.
Oh wait, no, I'm joking. I'm gonna start swinging my glaive, trait him.
That's a hit.
Let's smite this up. I'll add a smite to that.
Okay.
And glaive edge. Is that a 1? Let me re-roll that.
Yep.
10. It's rolling. Mighty slow.
I think Roll20 are having issues.
I see.
Or not. A 4.
There it goes.
Nice.
Then I'll attack again.
That's a hit. I'm deploying the
Oh.
double glaive.
And I'll divine smite it again. Let's go level 2.
Okay, so you chop another head off.
And then bonus action, I've got my E up. Miss.
Yep, that is a miss 'cause it gets +7, so it's only just a miss, but it's a miss. Which brings us to Wonders, unless you want to move. I really want someone to move.
I saw what it did to that. I saw what it did to that snake.
It'd only get, like 17 attacks on you, it'd be fine.
Yeah, no, I think I'll pass things.
Wondering what to do. I should go for an attack. How's it looking? Mo? It's probably looking pretty badly.
Yeah, he's got numerous holes in him. He's looking pretty rough, not mega rough. He was looking rougher earlier, but
In which case, I will
to give
look
you a
after
hint,
the
I'd
home.
say he's probably on about 3rd.
Alright, thank you. Oh yeah, doesn't work. I'm gonna stay exactly where I am, doing level 2 healing, please. Then a bonus heal on Mastiff again. Level 1.
Give him a little heal. Nice. I mean, these little heals are adding up. He's at half health now.
Yeah.
Are you happy where you are, or would you like to move?
I'm happy where I am, thank you.
Okay, it brings us to Stresna.
Cool, so I'm going to use Life Drain. Treat it. No, fuck. And then that one.
That's a
That
hit.
Tick it away. spell book, and I'm going to go with another scorching ray because it did something last time.
Ooh, I'll do something.
It's definitely going to do something.
Oh, it's on as well.
So that's the first ray.
You've burnt another head off.
Good.
Ah,
That's the second ray. This is the third ray.
I just need to give yourself one spell back because it only costs one spell.
Yeah. And then that's it.
Okay, that brings us to Mastiff, who's setting his house on fire, I believe. He ran off with the smoke alarm.
I thought upstairs. And
the
been
computer.
left unattended. Yeah, so, right then. Same again. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, you've got a bit more health now, so you know, happy days.
So, miss. Miss. Miss.
Oh god.
Miss.
What happened?
Oh, Jesus.
Right, I'm good. Cheers, bye.
That was awful.
Jesus, that was bad.
That brings us to Gamolf.
So Wolfie's going to take a jump on the hanging thing in front of him.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That'll do. And then I am going to shoot a couple of these guys. And oh no, both missed. I've got blessed, but it doesn't matter.
Well, the first one hit.
Oh yeah, of course.
19.
I don't know why I was thinking about taking off 5.
And you've that's if you've got sharpshooter or greater weapon master.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, going back to Mastiff's turn, 3 of those could have been blessed. Conversion.
Yeah, it'd need
He has a greater weapon.
so he's got -5 on that, on whatever he's rolled.
He's going for the big boy hits.
So you managed to strike another head off.
And I come and do a little bit down there again.
It is once again looking exceptionally rough. It's panting again. It's
They tell us that when it's just about to heal.
yeah, it's looking a bit limp. However, it is its turn now. It regrows 6 heads.
More than the last.
And it looks like a lot of its wounds have healed. It's still looking rough, but it's looking definitely back on fighting form as it has a lot more heads now. So it's going to try its purple death beam strike on Strasner again. Which misses again. He's not doing so well with that.
Oh no.
And now he's going to drop 10 attacks on Zavorax and 10 attacks on Mastiff.
I need to kill this fucking thing.
3, 4, 5 hits on Mastiff.
I'm okay.
Between 31, 44, 4, 65 points of damage. So that knocks you, half knocks you no, it doesn't knock you unconscious. 65 will be 37. You're not unconscious, you're still up. Now it's going to do its strikes against Zavorax at disadvantage. First one's a miss, second's a miss, third's a miss, fourth's a miss, a miss, 6 is a miss, 7 is a miss, 8's a hit, 9's a hit, and 10's a miss. 2 hits.
2 out of 10 is not bad, right?
That's really
Oh,
good
I'm
for a
pretty
bit at
happy with that.
disadvantage. Doing 27 points of damage.
Yeah.
I mean,
Brings us to
another couple I
Zavorax.
would have been dead. Okay. Um, I'm going to. I'm gonna and penetrate it more.
Sweep the leg with the glaive. He just steps over the glaive and laughs at you.
But with that, I'm gonna. I should use my channel divinity to guiding strike it.
Yep, that turns it into 22, which is a hit.
I used that one before.
I mean, you are meant to do it before I say it's a miss, but fine.
I saw the 12. I did. Yeah. Knew it was a miss. But yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll allow it.
It is.
Like I say, we don't do everything rules as written.
Then. I'm aiming for the body. That makes a difference.
It makes no difference. It's
cool.
purely meta knowledge. It's depending on how much damage you do, whether you're in a turn, whether you chop a head off or not.
Okay. So I'm going to divine smite it, my last spell slot, and glaive it.
And you chop another head off.
Hooray! And then I glaive it again. Try.
Yeah, that's a hit. Glaive doing work.
And re-roll that one. The 10.
Yep.
Yes, every point counts.
It sure does. Is that you done?
And my
Oh, you got your swordy sword that's hiding somewhere.
hasn't done 19.
Yep, that's a hit. Just manages to penetrate the scales. D8 plus 4.
8.
6 points
Yes.
of damage. Which brings us down to wonders.
Need to do some damage to this thing. I say get in and just try and kill this thing. We're not going to survive if it keeps growing heads.
Mastiff is okay. I'm happy to get stuff in. Miz, trade in some attacks for some heals. I've got divine energy. It's okay. Nobody's dying today.
Hooray!
Close enough that it's a distance of like 15. Then I trigger
Remember,
the.
bless is concentration.
Oh, shout out to Zvorax, yeah. Then I cast a thing. I use pause, look at it very intently whilst looking at my book. Ron wants me to hurry up and do something. Even the dragon wants me to do something. Do that. I'll probably miss. I'm gonna use my first things first. Use my. I reach it if I swing my flail.
Yeah, you can hit it with flail. You need to shift it up just a little bit, like to there, but you can hit it from there.
What's going on with my webcam? Am I bright orange?
You're just bright.
You are just very bright. I think your exposure is going mental again. So sadly, the flail is swinging. It doesn't quite hit the target.
Bonus action. I use my last healing word to heal. No, that wouldn't make a difference. I use Looks a weapon of which isn't a concentration. Let me triple check. It's not.
But yeah, that isn't.
It isn't, so you can pop that. Which doesn't hit.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
But obviously it's on the field for next turn. Which brings us to Grosner.
Yeah. So, life drain. Is this gonna fucking do anything? This is bullshit. Right. And then that attack. That's a miss. And that's my spell book. And I'm gonna do. How many have I got? Back with the scorching ray again.
Okay, first ray streaks out and doesn't quite penetrate, not finding any holes. The second ray, however, does manage to strike it firm in one of its face, doing a mighty 3 fire damage. And the final ray does smash it for 8 fire damage.
Good. That's it.
Which brings us to a Mastiff.
Bring this boy down.
And then...
What does mine say?
Using my
What is
food
mine?
thing. Wasn't using my magic fork.
Sweet.
that will lose one of your attacks, so you'll only have 3 this round if you're using your fork.
Okay, I'm going to use my fork and my second wind.
They're both
So-
bonus actions.
They're both bonus action. My fork is
Yeah,
bonus
so
action.
if you do, I could allow you to use your haste as 1, so then you'd only have 2 attacks if you wanted to pop your second wind and use your fancy fork to munch something.
I'll do that.
Okay.
So what are they? What's these? My fighter level plus D8 was it?
D10.
Okay, so I'll do that for D10 plus 2 for that. That's 8 health for that.
And then it's 2d6 for your fork. Are you eating the cave or a bit of floor underneath you?
Just getting this, yeah, just on the floor and honk, drink out of the
Chowing down with your fork, yeah.
floor.
You've
And
eaten
then-
some floor and you've healed yourself for 7 hit points.
Okay, and I've got if I use a great healing potion, do I then lose 2 attacks?
Yeah, because you've already done your bonus action, so that would take your action, so you'd get no attacks this round.
I'll bring this thing down.
Yeah. What do we think? Healing potion or 2 attacks?
2 attacks. Try and kill it.
With
Besides, I'll pick you up.
okay, let's do double tap with Great Weapon Master and see if I've used a form of bad luck on the previous one.
Are you recklessing as well? The standard?
No, not recklessing this one because it's only not worth it for just 2 attacks.
Okay. That's
Shit.
a miss. I believe, though, that's a motherfucking crit.
So plus 10 on this, please.
Yes.
There's a 1 in there somewhere. There's a 1d6.
There is.
And I need to re-roll something else. So there's 1d6, that's... Get rid of that 1 and place it with a 5. And then which one do I re-roll? For my racial?
Whatever your main weapon is, it a D12?
I think it's a d12, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Nice.
So you've sliced yet another head off, doing quite a substantial amount of damage. It's looking pretty rough, however, it's not down for the count.
Right, for us to know the old dude late there.
It brings us to the old Gamulf Grey Wolf.
So down to you. You got to bring it down, otherwise we're fucked.
Well, you are welcome because Wolf's gonna pull his dick off.
That's a hit. It struggles to find its dick, but it bites something off in that area. Oh, 13 points
More
of damage.
Son of a testicle.
He's looking pretty rough. He's swaying around. His heads are looking lethargic.
Commando. Both hit. Yep.
Yep, both hit.
Yep. And then plus some of them. Yes. One. System.
Okay. So you don't quite finish it off, but it's literally on its last leg.
Oh no! It's gonna heal.
However, which brings it to its turn and it regrows 4 heads. It's now up to a ridiculous 23 heads. And it gets a resurgence of heal. So it's going to try its purple death beam on Strasna, which smashes him in the genital area, doing 25 points of damage.
Ow!
It's going to split its attacks up between everyone apart from Wolfie, who's wailing on it. Disadvantage for everything. First one's a miss. Second one's a hit. Sadly, it's not a crit, but it's a hit.
Sadly.
It's a miss. It's a miss. It's a miss. It's a hit. It's a miss. That's a hit, so that's 3 hits on Mastiff. Doing 33 points of piercing damage. Rounded down to 16, so he's on 1 health.
It's a good job I hit the floor.
It is a good job you hit the floor. Now it's going to attack Wonders. First one's a miss, second one is a hit, third's a miss, fourth's a miss, it's a miss, that's a miss, and that is a hit. 2. Doing 23 points of damage, giving him a good old chompy chomp. And the rest of the attacks against the Vorax. That's a miss, hit, miss, that's a hit, miss, 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 that's a hit, and that's a miss, so it's 3. Doing 21, 38 points of damage, knocking Zvorax unconscious on the floor. He's got a silly amount of heads. So if you can do a saving throw, please, Zvorax. The old death save. Great success. Which brings us to Wonders. He was just sitting there, he's just taking a hell of a lot of blows. He's seeing his buddies on the front line. One's down, one's nearly down. It's not looking good for the front line fighters.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Prayer of healing. Hey, thanks a lot for them bitties, Romeo G. They're fighting a Hydra which currently has 23 heads because it keeps growing heads every time they cut some off. Okay, so that's 19 hit points for everyone because you are a fancy healer. And things when you heal other people's, you do some fancy healings yourself, you get 23 hit points.
That's much better.
Is that
bonus?
as well?
30 feet, you should be in range of 30 feet. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. And here comes the technical part. Bonus. got one of everything. Yeah, I will just scowl at it and hopefully he gets distracted by my scowl.
Okay, which brings us to Strasno. It's taking a good stern glare off you. It's taking it like a champ.
Yeah, I'm gonna go life drain with the thing. Miss again.
You're getting closer. Why is your zombie suddenly on 20 health? He should only be on 1.
I thought I just asked whether it counted with the prayer of whatever, because it just says creatures. Six creatures
It
of your
says
choice.
specifically this spell has no effect on undead.
I didn't read that bit. I read the 6 creatures bit.
If you keep reading, it specifically doesn't affect constructs or undead.
Fine. So that's fine. I can deal with that. So I still tried to life drain and it failed, but the longsword worked.
Yeah, it's a hit for 3 points of damage. A massive if you want to roll your D4, please. And what else are you doing, Straz?
I'm going to go into my spell book and I'm going to think that I need to go back to the trusty fireball because I need a lot of damage.
A weird magical force engulfs Mastiff, healing him for 7 hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, it's no longer fighting, guys. So...
Uh-oh.
So it's the fireball is like if it's the right size that
It's
like
not,
what
but
it was.
it's fine because it's in the same position before. Though.
Yeah.
I'll just get rid of it while I click on my guy. The old Dex save. Come on, Dex. He rolled a 16, so he fails. So he takes 23 points of fire damage, burning off another head in the process.
Good.
Which brings us to Mastiff.
Gee. Right. Don't really have any tricks up my sleeve, do I?
Hit it with something.
Just point to
Hit it
know
with the
how much
pointy end.
how much damage does the firebomb do?
That one did 23 points of damage.
No, as in my little
Oh,
firebomb.
yeah, your little firebomb.
I've got 8 of them apparently.
The clue is little firebomb.
Why did we not put all of them in the fucking chest? You had 8. Why did we only put 1 in?
You put it in the chest and pissed on it.
Yeah.
They only put the 1 in.
Yeah. So how much damage the firebomb things do?
They do 3d6.
No, I'll save them for another time. Right, I'm still blessed, aren't I? I'm going to go for Hail Mary and do 4 attacks. What is it? 2 normal, 1 for frenzy, 1 for haste.
Yep.
Um,
Thanks to Wonders casting that spell on you at the start, it's kept your haste and your frenzy going.
Indeed. So let's do double tap. 19. I'll drop to 18. I don't get that, do I?
If you're greater weapon mastering, no, that will not affect it. That's a hit though.
Plus 10 on that, please. I'm going to re-roll the d12.
Slice another head off.
Another double. Yes.
That's a hit.
Plus 10 on that Plix. I'm going to re-roll the d12. Put a couple of points into fighter paying off.
You're going into you're like swinging your axe around just in a vicious figure of 8, slicing another 3 heads off as you just keep wailing on it.
Fuck this guy. And there's my last double. 24. Counts 24, doesn't it?
That's a hit. That's a hit without bless, yeah.
And then
So
plus 10 on that again as well.
You slice another 3 heads off, and as you bring Samson round in a blazing arc, you smash it deep into the body. You can see Samson's might just blaring away and power, fueling your strength. As you slice the axe deeper and deeper into its core, it lets out a hellish roar. Staggers around, falls over hard on the floor, its head's hitting the floor one after the other that are left, spraying blood everywhere, and goes bloop.
Bloop. Dun, 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 dun. Bam, 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 bam.
Well, the music's not that massive. That means there's more. Oh
I
no.
told you.
Ha ha ha. That was easy.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna slowly. I'm just gonna jump onto my feet and be like, oh, yeah, that was easy. Yeah.
We've been nearly fighting that for 2 hours.
Yep, it was a tough one. It
Shattered.
kept regenerating.
Jesus Christ.
You were-
Calculated some good down in it. Like,
I was
a few
metagaming
times
the-
before it got heads.
I was meta in the stream and I saw it get to 2 health and was just like,
It got to 2
Oh.
health one time, and the other time it got to 5. It was so
Oh
close
my
to going
God.
down. But at one point it healed like 200 hit points back when it grew a fuck ton of heads back.
Jesus.
But the good news is, including the heads you've chopped up, the ones that have regenerated, there are 31 Hydra heads on the floor and up for grabs if you can manage to cut the ones that are left on the corpse still. That's a lot of Hydra heads.
What's the
Alright.
roll to get those heads off?
Cheers for that
Guidance,
sub,
guidance.
Captain Aramis. Greatly
What
appreciated.
sort of roll? Survival?
Survival for hacking, please.
Wonders, I think you do the same as me, don't you? You've got a 4 on survival.
Of course, let's see how it
Got
goes.
good on survival.
I'm on 0 for mine.
Sweet.
Oh,
Uh,
it's
You're gonna
survival.
yeah.
No,
And
I'm
you've got
rolling-
your D4 on top. So yeah, you managed to get all the heads. So there are 31 Hydra heads up to grabs. You
Massive.
boys are in the
Massive.
fucking money.
Mastiff
the
holds
bag.
out the bagger
Put them in the
stuff.
bag.
Chuck all the heads in.
Before you chuck them in, I'm going to pop 3 eyes out with the eye gouger.
Don't damage the value.
Just 3 eyes. I need them.
No one's looking at when we throw 50 Hydra heads across the Hunters Guild, like a fresh catch of fish sprayed across the deck.
I assume Zavorax is keeping track of how many Hydra heads we've got.
I have 47.
That's a lot of gold.
Incredibly
Bang.
incredibly interested at its healing regen. Can I do some investigation to its blood or something to figure out what gave it its healing powers?
It'd be more of a nature check to see if you can see what natural
Can I
abilities it
whisper
had.
that to Gamoth? I'm just like, dude, that health healing was crazy. Can I
Hey, Romo
obviously
G, you
to
legend.
nature and stuff like
Obviously, you
that?
don't
I'd
have
love
to
to figure out what
subscribe, but
gave
it's
it its
greatly appreciated.
stuff.
Welcome to the Fist. Okay. You are unable to tell where it gets its healing from.
Ow! Oh, no.
You can one person can do a history check to see if they know why. If they can read if they've read it in a book somewhere.
I really think I should be doing this history check. Guys.
I got +4 on history.
Yeah, I've got more than that.
Why have you got +4 in history?
Because when I was making my character, I was like, you know what? This
I
guy
want history.
It's like his hobby. I can barely read, but he just remembers stories and shit.
Yeah, you recall there is a very small gland at the base of where all the necks conjoin to the body, which secretes a weird kind of black, thick, viscous mucus. That's where the healing power comes from. Whenever it loses a head, it regurgitates a bit of that onto the stump, and it splits the head and creates 2 extras.
Okay, stupendous. Can I another guidance on more? Do you fancy this one, or shall I do it?
Nah, you dig it out, dig it out, dig it out.
It'll be a survival to dig it out.
Seems like a Wonder's job to be calm.
Even with
Mind
your
your god now, Wonders.
That's good, right?
even with your +4, I'm afraid you just absolutely obliterate it. There's black viscous mucus going everywhere. It does appear it doesn't have any effect on the dead flesh. However, you do get a little bit of the blood. It mingles with yourself, which does give you some additional extra hit points.
Can I scoop any up with like
I
a
was hoping, like, grow
vial
two
that I've
penises
got
or
on in the pocket?
Yeah, you can try and collect some Hydra blood.
I'm gonna try and collect some.
Yep, do a survival
Only
check.
creature I've been interested in, and I bust
Wait,
it.
so we got the Hydra blood stuff. Was it the blood that did the growing or the mucus?
The mucus.
I want the mucus. I want the
So
mucus.
if Mastiff was to get hold of some of this mucus and then cut his penis off, could he then have two penises?
Well, since it's now dead and it's been bisected, any healing properties of it has disappeared. There's just a little bit of healing left within the actual blood itself.
It's a good job he didn't cut his penis off before asking these questions.
If you're going for the mucus blood, you can manage to get about half a vial of it. The rest of it's just smeared everywhere, thanks to Wonder's butchering.
Guys, so are we done with the Hydra body?
No, because I've not investigated it. See if he's got anything interesting in it. That's the wrong check.
Yeah, could we
I don't
check
want
its
to.
stomach, I guess? Cut open its stomach and check inside?
Yeah.
Well, as soon as you guys are ready, Wolfie's gonna burrow through the fucker.
I didn't mean to press that. I was trying to click on my ability thing.
Okay, so
actually,
while you're looking through, you can see an ornate necklace which has the symbol that also ordains Zavorax's armor. There's also a fancy pair of spectacles, and also there is a small metallic object which you found within the weird purple-headed head of the Hydra, which looks very similar to a certain somebody's flail.
Can I
Mr. Wonder's flail.
what check do I need to do with that?
Elf in the ears whilst I'm walking off to pick up.
I will identify all three of them in go. But that'll take 3 minutes of each. 1 minute for each.
And plus 10 minutes. Oh, you're actually using the spells? As opposed to a ritual?
No, they're rituals, so 3 rituals, so half hour, isn't it?
Yeah, so with 33 minutes to do that, and obviously you can give you your spells back if you're doing it as a ritual.
Yeah, I've done that, yeah. Rituals, yeah. So that's what I'm doing in the background.
Okay, and what are you guys up to while Strasner's doing his thing?
Wolfie is eating as much of the Hydra corpse as possible. He seems to quite like it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
There might be.
come just in here, and then because I've been fooled before, I'm going to do a little investigation check. Any traps in here?
There are no traps.
Bingo. And with that, I run down the steps.
As you get down the steps, you can see this was obviously some kind of altar to a long-forgotten deity, and the Hydra seems to have chased off the priests or whoever used to live here and worship here. The entire room's just fallen to ruin. There's piles of Hydra shit everywhere, half-eaten corpses. The smell's absolutely obscene and terrible. You can almost taste it. It smells that bad.
Anything in there, there's some piles of shit that need you to have a rummage around.
Anything good in the shit?
As you're digging through the shit, you find a few skeletons. However, there doesn't seem to be anything worth note. You are now covered head to toe in shit as you were diving into it, as it's a large pile of shit.
I notice anything on the altar? Anything recognisable to any... Oh, no. Sorry, ignore that. Let's hit that.
Yeah, the symbol you do recognise is the symbol of Sarenrae, which is the god that you worship at the feet of. It does
Hey
look
man,
like
these
it
are my
was
gang.
an old
Wonder if
temple.
there's any-
Can I, oops, wrong button. Not initiating, sorry. Mastiff sees people diving into the shit and he wants involved, so he's gonna take a dive in.
I'm
He's a big fan of
laying
poop.
on top of the altar.
Yeah. Kind of like covered head to tail in Hydra shit, but I'm like,
Mastiff, you find nothing while you're diving in and out of piles of Hydra shit. You're even more caked on than Gamolf, who had a fair amount covering him. You see him currently rolling around on top of the altar, trying to wipe the excess Hydra shit off him.
I use some blue water to splash on Gamel to wash off the that's on him.
Mastiff's
laid
gonna
on
start
the
a short
altar.
rest if that's alright.
Well, you could have just roll your hit dice because Strasner's spending half an hour identifying while you're jumping through shit.
Yeah,
so you can have a
identifying
short
stuff for you.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'll do my own heals, that's fine.
rest. Yep. Okay then.
I can't do my own heals for some reason. Oh, no, I can.
So is there anything else to see? Or is there anything on the altar? Or
No,
is it
it's been fully investigated. There was just a symbol to Seren Ray, and that it was an old
Okay.
temple.
okay.
Mm,
Is there a temple to Serenray in Scrimmage?
You don't recall. All you really looked at was the Temple of Helm. There may be, but it wasn't something you fully investigated while in the temple district.
I wonders it might be something worth saying to the next temple you see.
Oh,
You might
hello.
want to reclaim
definitely.
it.
definitely.
So that's the necklace that has the symbol of that Zvorax recognizes and is of his the source of his divine powers. These are the there's a pair of fancy glasses.
Oh, please be good for Mastiff. I want to wear some sexy
I
glasses.
can see.
I can't see anything.
No, these are only to Strasner because he's identifying. He doesn't like sharing his details unless he wants to.
Yeah.
There's them as well, and then I haven't done the Hydra head yet, but it's basically just another head that needs attaching to the flail, and we'll add some cold damage to it.
Ooh.
However,
Can you do that himself, or do we need a blacksmith to do it?
However, none of you have the knowledge to affix the head onto the haft of the flail.
Yeah,
We
that's
need
fine.
a blacksmith.
I know that he's got the flail head, or am I?
Can
Yeah,
I-
you would have seen it because he didn't do a sleight of hand, so you would have seen him pick it up.
I'm just going to put the glasses on.
Okay.
Done. And then chuck the other two things to Wonders because I'm not interested in. No, the third. No, one of them. The amulet to Zvorax. Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, okay.
Or the right person. Who am I supposed to give it to?
No, that's fine. I wasn't okaying about that.
Yes.
So that should have popped up, which was a piece of stream loot given to you by Mike EU.
Oh.
I don't know if that's popped up for you. It should have. That
Yeah.
popped up something called Pure
Yes.
Thoughts.
Yeah.
And yeah,
cool.
I'll sort out. You've got the Hydra head Wonders to add to the flail, but yeah, it's beyond your knowledge to reattach it at this moment in time.
Okay.
Paul. So, Mo, my white. Does he have hit dice to roll
He
to
does.
return health?
He sure does.
Is that on this spell sheet?
So have a quick look. His character sheet. His hit dice is a D8. So it'll be the same level as you, so we can roll as many as you can. So you're level 7, so he can roll 7 times, and he'll get +3 to each roll.
So
That's 8 on the first one. 13 plus 9, 20.
let's do another 2.
Okay, so he's up to max health now.
Cool. Perfect. Right, guys. I've been investigating everything else that's in the hovel.
Yes, everything has been fully investigated in.
We've not looked in those piles of shit over there, Straz, if you want to have a look in.
Can I
Roll.
investigate the piles of shit?
You sure can. If you're just taking him at face value, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. You start digging through shit, getting it all on your resplendent robes. You go in hell for leather. It's in your hair. It's on your horns. It's on your tail. It's everywhere, and you find absolutely nothing.
Fine.
You're
Then
now
I'll use.
you're now covered in shit with everyone else.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Where's
then
that water?
I'll use this alchemy jug that I've got,
There you go.
and I'm gonna say to you, that's what it's gonna be in it. And
Okay.
I'm just gonna throw it to Gamolf and say, have some, wash your stuff off, and then pass it back.
Okay, so it passes you a jug. As it passes it, you can hear it sloshing around.
Gamolf.
Can I like sniff it and see if I know what it is?
As you sniff it, it has no smell whatsoever. You can't see into the jug itself. You can feel there's something in there sloshing around, and whenever you move it, you can feel it moving inside the jug.
To be fair, I did clean up Gamma with some holy water whilst he was on the altar. I'm
You
not sure if
did.
you counted that or not.
Yeah, he's reasonably clean. It's just in them hard to reach places that he's still got the Hydra shit clogging him up. You did it. The water did the holy water did a very good job. Yeah, it's just in the very hard to reach places he's still got Hydra shit.
Okay, I'm just gonna go. I'm pretty clean and toss the jug to Mastiff, and then.
Okay, so Mastiff catches the jug. He feels the liquid sloshing around inside.
Master wasn't paying attention, so he drinks whatever's in the jug.
Are you down in the lot?
Yes.
Okay, as you chug, you start chugging, and it's a lot thicker than you imagine from the feel of the slosh. I think it's. I haven't checked the item. I think it's 4 gallons.
No, 2.
2 gallons. You just absolutely cannonball 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Come on, them gains.
You feel a bit worse for wear. You're not feeling 100% after that.
2 gallons.
2 gallons of mayo you've just chugged.
I mean, it's a massive half orc, so it's like Andre the Giant is drinking.
If you can do a Constitution save, please, because that is a lot of mayonnaise.
How much of it's all over his face?
A good amount has dribbled down his chin. It's like he wants to break my
He wants
macros.
to fight me.
Saves, Constitution.
So yeah, you've got a good iron stomach. You can feel it like a bit angry. It's warbling at you somewhat, but nothing seems immediately to be trying to burst forth.
Master's like, that milk was a bit off. So yeah, wait, because I was thinking, like, how did we get hold of a jug of mayonnaise?
You don't know.
It's a magical
I tried to
item.
jug. Yeah.
Oh, the jug is the magic. Oh right, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Cool. Right. Should we go? We've got a very important quest to do. Otherwise, we're gonna die by some wizards. So I don't want to
I'm
die.
going to lead the way back to the path.
That's
The
fine.
horses.
We're off into the woods.
Okay, Gamulf expertly tracks his way back through the woods, seeing as he can't get lost. He manages to find the horses. They seem non-perturbed. When you approach, they start making a lot of noise and agitating. They're very agitated, start pawing at the ground, carving up huge furrows. It appears they don't like the smell of you.
You smell like jizz.
One of us smells like mayonnaise.
Yep, and the rest, and some of you smell like Hydra shit.
Yeah.
Do we still have do we still taking the cart? Have we still got that?
Yeah, you've still got the cart. Nothing's happened to it.
Did Strasn ever take out his horse skeleton?
Yeah, the skeleton horse is out. It's out and about with all the other horses. Just stood there proud. It didn't go back in the portable hole, as far as I can recall. Anyway.
Well, let's just gonna mount up and up leading the way.
Yeah, so you mount up. I presume you're going to be making your way back to Scrimmage.
Okay.
So the journey's uneventful. It does take you the best part of the day. It is very late night in the evening as you pull up into Scrimmage. The usual familiar city greets you. There's there's still plenty of sounds and smells going on, even though it is quite late at night. The tavern district seems to be doing a roaring trade.
Let's drop off the cart.
Yeah.
And back to the pub. A few beers, maybe a bath.
Yeah.
A few beers.
Yeah, you're just gonna drop.
I think that's
Where
fine.
are you dropping the cart off at? Because it is pretty
So
empty.
we can't just drop it.
Have you got? Can you bring the map up?
We
Yep.
no, what's it was looking after it for us.
No, he only did for that one night.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Otherwise, he'd charge us. I suppose we can find the nearest stable and just drop off all of our horses.
You
And
do know that there is a stable on the way into Scrimmage on the main road. It is on the west side of town, though you are coming in from the north.
or we could go to the inn and then some stable boy to take our horses over. I just don't know.
Well, as you're approaching the outskirts, there are still a few people around. There's lights, people have got candles burning, and Strasner's horses making rather weird shapes in the candlelight as they are walking past houses, as well as obviously the light shining off old Wilco's armor.
Oh, can I notice that and then pull out the hole and then just get Whitey Boy to go in the hole?
Sure can. And you're putting your horse in as well.
Horse and White in the hole.
Okay, with your skeleton as well. 'Cause you do have a skeleton in there as well, which you didn't pull out for the battle.
I forgot about that. I thought I just said a White. Oh well.
No, you had both.
This is what I get for not watching the stream back.
Okay, yeah, so luckily it appears nobody noticed you, as I rolled really badly. But yeah, you managed to get your undead minions back in the hole. You're now walking alongside the other horses in the cart. You've just about reached the northern gate.
Do a perception check to see if there's any like squires or like young fellows who look like they'll do a job for a few gold coins.
You can't see any
idea.
squires, but you do see a few young urchins knocking about.
Good.
Just kind of whistle them over.
Yeah, two of them break off from what they were doing and come over, and they go, "Yes, sir. What can we do for you today?"
Do you want to make some? You want to make some money? You get our horses and this and the cart to the stables, and come once that's delivered, and there's 5 gold pieces for both of you.
Yes, any up front or all afterwards?
No, or when it's got there, and you get a letter from the stable master saying that he's got all the horses in the cart. 10 gold pieces is pretty good for you boys.
They're like,
That's probably.
yes, that's not a problem, sir. We can do that, sir. We'll get that
Maybe
done
that's
straight
too
away,
much, yeah.
sir. If you can roll a insight check, please. It doesn't matter. They're lying through their teeth. They've got evil intentions. Since I've rolled a fucking 1.
You want to trust some urchins?
in the middle of the night.
with these urchins, I'm just gonna pop open the hole and then just like say, just in front of me and say, just what's that? What's that in there?
Children, aren't they?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they tried to lie to us. They're dead.
They tried to steal from us.
Nothing can be. Nothing. They just look in and they're like, "There's nothing there, Mister. It's just a hole." And you hear a big burly voice behind you that goes, "Leave them alone!" And the urchins like physically go white and run off. And you can see a big burly dwarf just stood in the street with a leather apron and soot covering his face. Like, sorry about that. They're fucking idiots. They harass and harangue everyone who comes through here.
Yeah, not very nice boys, are they?
They are not.
Who are you? What's your name?
I'm Bandok.
Dark.
What do you do around here? These
I'm
parts,
a
apart from
smith.
guard.
Stuff for money.
I'm a smith.
Is
Yeah,
your
jump in.
forge nearby?
Yeah, it's in the main trade district. Quite near the Silver Tongue. Don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah, that's where we're staying.
Yeah, it's just a few doors down is my workshop.
I don't suppose you've got a room in the back of your workshop to store any horses or a cart?
I got ample room. Not got any deliveries coming in for a few days.
What's
take that
it
care.
worth if you keep an eye on some of our stuff, kind sir? And
If you swing by, give us some patronage. We'll call it even. Empty space.
Yes.
Not taking
I've
up
got-
anything.
I will
any
swing
issue.
by imminently.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm just on my way to bed. It's like way past midnight.
What if we follow you back?
I'm not. I don't live at my shop. He tosses you a key. He's like, "I'll let you in the back gate. Park your horses up and lock it. You can't get in the workshop, so I trust you. You look a reasonable sort."
Is Massive still covered in shit and mayonnaise?
Mastiff is still covered in shit and mail, and he can see it because he's a dwarf because he's got dark vision.
Don't worry about this. This is just the simpleton that we care for. Thank you.
He's like,
Thank you,
"Oh."
kind dwarf.
He goes, "Oh, don't worry about it." And he pulls like half a chicken that's just stuck in his beard, and like there's grease and hair on it. And he just takes a big bite out of it and goes, "Well, it's not want not," and just walks off home.
He seems nice.
Good night, kind dwarf. Right, let's go find this forge.
Okay, you go through the streets. It's relatively easy to find. It's literally just four or five doors down. There's some big iron gates with the word Bandarks on the side of it.
Oh, guess that's it.
Let ourselves into the back door. What happens? What can I see in the back?
In the back, you can just see it's a fenced-off area. The railings are spiked on the top. They're about 12 feet tall. It's just a nice little yard. You can see there's a black soot-stained door that leads into the rear of the establishment. There's like imprints in the dirt and dust. Looks like it is quite a busy place for deliveries and whatnot.
Can I try the door? I've just sort of jiggled the door. Is it locked?
Yeah, it's definitely locked.
How locked?
It's locked.
Come on, don't do it. We're gonna get some good business from him.
That's all I'm saying. It's locked. You can tell how locked it is if you want to try.
Off to bed. You boys won't let me have any fun. And I kind of saunter off back to the Silver Tongue.
Okay, so you enter the Silver Tongue. You can see Gertrude's behind the bar. There's not many people in the inn at this time. There's a few less folk than normal, but there's still a few familiar faces.
Gertrude? I give her a wink
So-called
and say
regulars.
bath time.
She blushes instantly as you approach and say bath time, and she kind of turns away and just does some busy bar work in this corner. It's like wiping down the tops and like spitting in glasses and pretending to clean them out while glancing over her shoulder at you every now and again.
Kind of go over and lean on the bar and say, Gertrude, I thought we shared a special night.
We did, but I'm working and I can't be showing favouritism to customers.
Well, run me a bath then, so I'm nice and fresh for later. And I kind of just put the dragon's tooth dildo on the bar.
Her eyes go wide and she bites her lip and gives you a coy look. She's like, "Right away, sir," and she hurries off upstairs to start drawing you a bath.
Oh, fantastic! Chaps, who wants a beer? And I'm going to go around and draw up beer, 5 beers, and like a bowl of beer for the wolf.
Okay, yep. So you help yourself to some beers. I presume you hand them out. Gertrude's still off upstairs sorting out hot water and sorting the bath for you.
I put 2 gold pieces in the till. Is that enough? No, 3 gold pieces.
Well, you notice that there isn't a till. She generally keeps everything in either a bosom or an apron.
Okay, I make a mental. I make a mental note to put 3 gold pieces in her bosom later.
Okay. If you can roll a perception check while you're behind the bar, please.
Ooh, I sure can. Sure can.
So while you're behind there, you do notice a sealed envelope which does have a sigil that you've not seen before in wax sealing the letter. It is addressed to the Fist.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take out one of my dagger and peel it open gently and open it up.
Okay, are you just for you or are you sharing with the group?
I'll open it just for me to start with.
Okay, it should be popping up on your screen momentarily. Has it popped up?
Yeah. Cool. And I'll sort of say, Keegan's still in trouble, lads, and kind of pass the note around to everyone else as well.
Okay, so that letter should have popped up for everyone now.
Yeah, seen. I think I've seen it on the stream actually.
Why are you watching the stream?
He's a little meta monster.
He's a meta monster. He claims he's not, but look at him. You can just tell.
Oh, it's just for chat. It's just for chat.
I was on there checking chat, and then I saw the letter come up, and I was like,
You can pop out
read
chat.
"You
This
can."
is very true,
We asked.
because I have it popped out.
Do you not have it on OBS, mate?
You are?
Do you not have it on OBS?
Yeah, but my OBS is like way over there out of my sight. I've got 3 monitors now.
3 monitors.
Ooh, look
So
at this guy.
I just generally just look at.
That's
I just look
pretty
at.
much-
He's doing well for
Mickey over
himself.
here.
I just look at 2 and have the other one over there. It was only 30 quid from Amazon Warehouse, cheap as
That
chips.
Twitch money coming in.
It's 30 quid. The stand cost 20 quid. That was almost as much as the fucking monitor.
Okay. I think
This guy's a bit of a bitch, isn't he?
Yeah, let's go fuck him up.
Yeah, but we also have a deadline to meet.
Yeah. I'm kind of drafting the ale off.
Probably need to head back to Punt at some
Yeah,
point.
we've got a month, like, to do all that shit.
29 days it will be tomorrow.
Yeah, but where are we going to find a fucking vampire and all
Well,
this
that's
shit?
I need to go and speak to the wizard boys. And
Zara.
they'll be able to tell me.
What wizard boys?
Melvin?
There's Melvin, Merwin, and Zar. They're the wizards you know of.
Yeah.
I'm not going back in Zar's fucking house. That was gross.
I'll go there in a bit. So if is everyone going to bed, or I might go out for a midnight walk just to clear my head after the fight.
I'm gonna drain the beer and slink off up to bed for a bath, and with Wolfie kind of following along.
I head up to bed soon.
Me and the wolf are having a bath.
I'm gonna find somewhere to just like hose myself down, get my armor clean, and then I'll head to bed.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to walk around the street, walk around some alleyways, looking for some people that are asleep, like the drunkards that are asleep, just on the floor.
Okay, throw us a perception check out just as you're walking around nonchalantly, unless you're actively looking, and then it'll be investigation.
No, I'm actively looking, but I'm looking, but not looking like I'm not looking.
That'll be investigation then. Okay, you don't see any. Although it's quite late, you don't. Maybe everyone's been moved around, like been moved off from this area from the military group. Doesn't seem to be anyone left.
Okay, can I walk towards the graveyard?
You sure can?
And then, as I'm close on the map.
Right, lads, I'm going to have to cut away. We have an early night 'cause I'm starting to feel a bit rough. So I will catch up on the roleplay stuff later.
Yeah.
Cheers,
No worries,
guys.
buddy.
Cool.
Thanks for
Which
turning up.
level
We'll,
do you-
we'll catch you later.
Shit,
Dribbling in a bit of mayo in the corner.
That's the problem when you chug 2 gallons of mayo.
You have to have an early night.
It takes it out of you.
Yeah, so I'm just walking around towards the graveyard. I'm just looking for things. People.
Okay.
I'll let you deal with them.
Yeah,
Cameras
just
if you want mine.
throw a another investigation out.
Yeah. Come on, high number. Slightly better.
Yeah, you can see one guy who's passed out on the floor. He got a bottle of what smells like really strong spirits in his hand. He is very well dressed.
Very well dressed. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pop the hole out, and I'm just gonna try and like slide it under him, or like just right next, so his body's there, and I'm just gonna put the hole right next to him there.
Okay, do a dexterity check to see if you can manage to get the hole in the exact place you want it before you open it wide.
With Geralt of Rivia, along came this song.
It's more about 2 feet away. You don't quite get it where you want it to be.
That's fine. Then what I need to do is try and go over to him and then drag him into the hole
Okay, as
with
you
the help of Whitey Boy.
as your white takes a while to pop out of the hole, takes a few seconds. You and the white grab hold of the passed out guy. You can hear heavy footfalls coming from behind you. You estimate there's at least 6.
6 footfalls.
6 heavy footfalls. It sounds like they're wearing armor. They haven't seen you yet,
No, they haven't seen me yet.
but they are approaching.
Then I will hush Whitey back into the hole, and then just carry on walking.
Okay, well they come around the corner. Whitey just gets in the hole. As they round the corner, they're like, "What are you doing, citizen? What's this black hole? Why have you got that man by the ankles?
Well, it just
This doesn't look right at all.
it doesn't look right, does it? It's a long story.
Explain yourself."
Well, we were in a bar, and we had having a drinking competition, and we had he was beating me, and he managed to get some shoes. As you can see, my shoes are on, but my friend he nicked my friend's shoes. I'm trying to get them back, and I saw he was getting quite drunk, so I thought I'd just try and get the shoes back off him.
Roll a deception.
I really need to get better at lying. Oh, there's 6 of them, isn't there? Jesus Christ.
It gets advantage because it was a piss poor lie. You can blatantly see you've got shoes on your feet.
No, yeah, but I said it wasn't me, it was my friend.
Yeah, well you were just gabbling. He's not having any of it. He just looks at you and goes, "We'll get your statement. We'll take you back to the office.
Yeah.
None of this makes sense. You can put him down." They just come over, they manhandle you. They put your arm up your back and start marching you off with your hole just wide open on the floor.
Have I got an opportunity to cast Blink?
Not. You can try and break. You have to try and break free first because you need your hands free to cast the spell.
Yeah.
I believe. I believe it's got a semantic component.
Is that the letter S?
Yeah.
Yeah, then yeah, it does.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
you need your hands free to cast that.
Yeah.
So you can always try and break free and then try and cast it if you want.
No, I'll just go with him. I can deal with this later while I'm in the cells.
Okay, so yeah, they're just escorting you through the city. They then take you to a very, like, it's a squat fortress-looking building, dead in the centre of town. They take you in, they take you through processing. There's a guy sat behind the desk. You recognise him as Daryl, the guy with ears missing, and he's a bit unfortunate. He's a bit simple. He goes, name.
Straz.
Right, sat down. he looks over at the guys. What was he doing? Ah, right. Playing around with darkness, dragging people. Dragging people, darkness, question mark. Put him in number 4. The guys just march you through, unlock the gate, open it, throw you in quite harshly. You go head first skidding along the floor. They slam the heavy iron doors and close it. In there's just a little bit of straw in the corner and a bucket with a hole in it.
Okay. I'll pop out a bonfire just in the corner just to keep me warm, and I'll just go to sleep.
Okay. What's everyone back at the inn doing? Are you still drinking, or are you going to sleep now, or?
I'm tempted to. I want to go to the temple, but I'm gonna call it a day.
I'm washing Wolfie in the bath.
You're in the bath with Wolfie.
Yep.
Gertrude's gone back downstairs. She's behind the bar. So Wonders has called it a night. Zavorax is still in the bar at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go. Okay. I realise that Straz is out, not back in, stirring in bed.
It's only been about 15 minutes or so since he left. Maybe half an hour tops. So it's nothing out of the ordinary for him to disappear at this time of night for a few hours, never mind half an hour. So as for now, you don't know anything's gone awry.
I'm just gonna have a few drinks, then go to bed.
Okay.
Go without more.
So everyone's going to have a good nap. Strasner's going to try and enjoy the best of times in his jail cell with his tiny little bonfire.
Yeah.
So
Keep
you're
me warm though.
So you're all sleeping. After about 4 hours of you tossing and turning, Strasner, a guard comes along. You feel a heavy bucket of water just splashing over you and onto your bonfire as you hear the hiss. You wake up with a start as you're sodden and you can see that your bonfire's been extinguished. The guard looks over and says, "Well, I've none of that fucking fancy bullshit in here, my son," and he just walks off.
Okay.
You manage to go back to sleep and you get about another 4 hours. You wake up nice and refreshed as far as you can in a cell, and everyone else wakes up and they've had a nice good sleep. You all remember that you do now have another day has passed, so you've got 29 days left to succeed in your mission.
Guys, I think we should go and see Melwin this morning.
Yeah, as you wake up, you do notice that Strasner's bed is completely empty. No one has slept there.
It's weird.
Is it? That dude's pretty fucking weird. Popping eyes, fucking off in the middle of the night. He's probably just out fucking doing him. I say we go Melwin and let's sell these Hydra heads.
I say we drop off the heads first.
Yeah. Let's go to the bounty, the Hunters Guild.
And also need to go drop off the Hood's head to Jerry.
We got stuff to do, man. If that dude wants to fuck around all day and all night, we just got to get on with stuff. He'll be back by dinner, I'm sure. He's probably just out fucking popping eyes out at children.
He's a weird one. Alright, well, what's the plan of action then? Need to see Jerry to give him the head of the Hood. The Hydra heads, need to hand them in, and we can probably get information about vampires, humans, and elliptids from them.
Let me just take a look. So we might as well go to the What's it first? Yeah, go see Jerry first because that's on the way to the.
Or
That's
we
on
go.
the way to where they're
Yeah. But he always charges us for information, so maybe we should see if we can get any for free first of all from these hunters. I don't want to pay Jerry if he's gonna get the information elsewhere.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go down to the Hunters Guild then. Let's go to the Hunters Guild.
So you wanted to go to the temple as well, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I can keep that low priority. Seems like you guys are doing business with them.
Business.
It's on the way though. The temple's not far from the guilds.
Pop in. Just want to get some more information about the place which we went to, and get some more holy water, and see if there's anything new in stock.
We're about to be absolutely rolling in it, so
Yeah.
you can do what you want, son.
Yeah, let's get paid first. I think.
Cool. So we, as we leave the pub, I change my appearance to just look same sort of build and height, but kind of change my facial features and my hair color and shit. But I don't look like myself as we head out.
Okie dokies. It takes you about half an hour or so. You know the way now, so you end up in the trade district. Sorry, not the trade district. The guild offices. You've got there's the bounty office, the hunters guild, and also Jerry's office is just across the way as well. So where are you going first?
Hunters Guild.
It's the Hunters Guild, yeah.
Okay. So you walk into the Hunters Guild. You're greeted as normal by the receptionist. She's like, "Oh, it's nice and early, nice and early." Beatrice cocks her head at you and goes, "Have you been successful? You got some Hydra heads? I believe we've got some outstanding contracts for you."
We've got some. We came across some Hydras. Yeah, we've got a few heads. So was it 300 gold a head?
It was. She just picks up a book up, flicks through it. Yes, 300 gold a Hydra head. We do on the contract. It is only needed that we need 15. The buyer only wants 15.
That's fine. Did you have you got any interested in buying some more? So you've got some in stock.
We don't generally stock these things. We just get a contract from a client, we fulfill it, and that's that. Any like magician type wizard, maybe a general store, but we certainly don't have need for any additionals. Just the 15.
No problem. Mastiff, will you dig out 15 and I kind of go over and whisper in his ear the smallest, shittiest little heads.
The eyes missing.
Yeah, the ones with the eyes.
Yeah, so Mastiff's is digging around in the bag. He starts pulling heads out. He keeps pulling heads out. He pulls out 17 heads. That's right, 15 heads.
No.
If you do a perception check, you'll be able to see if you've been counting along with him. I'll let you have advantage because you have been watching him just get these heads out and count them in a pile.
Yep, you're right. 15 heads.
I'd walk over and just stick my head at him. Oh, man. Two of them and drop them back in the bag.
He's like, "Hey, that's only 27 now. That's not enough."
Yep. We know. Don't worry, Mastiff. We've got it covered.
Mastiff just shakes his
Go
head.
Go sharpen your axe.
He just goes and sits in the corner, pulls out Samson, and just starts muttering to him in the corner.
So pass it over to Beatrice and be like, "There you are, 15 heads." As
wonderful.
requested.
So she pulls out a massive bag of gold and slaps it down. She's like, "That's a pretty good payday, you know, not bad at all. Now don't go be spending it all on blackjack and hookers."
Oh, it's not really your business what we spend it on, is it?
Well, it's not, but you know, I'm just saying don't spend it all on blackjack and hookers.
While we're at it, have you got any other contracts out at the moment?
She starts flicking through. She's like, there's nothing in the book at the moment. Maybe Francis. He gets the contracts first, then passes them to me. They'll, you've met Francis, the leader, nonchalant.
Of course. Yeah.
He may have got something that he hasn't passed out or handed out yet. He does seem to keep some of the more juicier contracts to himself to pass on to his more trusted hunters, shall we say?
Where is Francis?
He's in his office.
Do you mind asking if he's got time to see us?
He'll have time if you can smell that. He's just lit up some let's say hallucinogenic. He'll be. If you wait too long, he'll be out of his bonds. But you didn't hear that from me.
Oh. So we go in, guys. Everyone's got 900 gold each.
I'll give Mastiff his gold.
Is that including me, even though I'm in jail?
If we were playing Monopoly now.
It's up to the party if they're setting yours aside or if they're not splitting with you, or
yeah, we'll put
his aside.
Put Straz's 900 aside for now. If he's still dicking about later and hasn't come back, we might not keep it.
As you walk into the office, Francis is there with his feet up. He's like barely dressed. He's just in like a rough pair of boxer shorts. His hairy feet are up on the desk. His torso is just completely uncovered. He's just sat there with a giant pipe, just tooting on it and making little circles as he's blowing out and giggling to himself uncontrollably. He's like.
You're having fun there, Francis?
Is that? Lads, do you want some? It's good stuff. It'll perk your day up well.
No, thank
I
you.
might pass at the moment. It's a bit early for me.
We've got business to attend.
Oh,
while he's doing that, I'll blow out some smoke rings as well.
Is that? That's a good trick. I like that. He puts his pipe down and pulls his book out. He's like, business. I don't have any business with you.
Yeah.
Nothing on the books today.
Yeah, but you know what? We're sick of dealing with these low entry contracts. First contract, we took out 2 dragons. Second contract, we've just killed 3 hydras. What else you got? We know that Beatrice says that you get the best contracts and hold them. We want to know what you've got.
As he's talking to her, he goes like really cross-eyed and goes, "Dragons and hydras, they're not small fries. Anything better than them? Well, not anything better, but something along the same lines. We've got a fresh contract this morning, in fact. We need, well, I can't read what it says, but we need some kind of weird tiger man's hands. They're back to front, it says. That's what the client said. I don't know what they are. Apparently he wants the arm, including the hand, but apparently the hands are on back to front. Whatever that means. Maybe it is a bit too early for this, and he puts his pipe in his drawer and closes it. It shows you a piece of paper, and that's exactly what it says. The client wants 2 arms with hands that are on back to front. They almost look like they've got a tiger pattern on them. He's like,
is there any other information, Francis? How long have you been hitting that pipe this morning? Goddamn, it's 8 o'clock.
At least 2 hours then. Yeah, it's been a good day. Much money.
And a Tiger King.
What? It seems so. There's good bounty on it. It's 9,000 gold if you can get both backwards hands. Yes. Maybe he's a backwards tiger. I don't know. That's just what it says. I have no information, but yeah, if you bring backwards tiger hands, both of them, 9,000 gold. Are you sure you don't want some? It's really good shit.
Tiger hands. 9,000 GP.
Is that, as per usual, you've got to hunt the quarry yourself, you know? You wanted a tough assignment, harder than dragons and hydras? Let's see how good you are at finding shit.
Yeah. I mean, backwards hand, surely I could just give you the left hand and tell you it's the right hand.
No, he wants it attached to the arm and the elbow. You can tell these things. and it's got to be some kind of it's a tiger beast thing.
Fine, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Is there anything we can like to see if we recognise he might be talking about? Like,
You can do a history check at disadvantage. It's not really striking a bell. It is rather elusive knowledge.
okay,
To be honest, I just think that he's smoked too much weed and I'm kind of not even thinking it's real.
Are you going to
Alright,
question
well,
his wonders, or are you just going along with it?
I'm at the moment going along with it, but prompted.
Okay. Yeah, you can't recall any creatures or any creatures from any plane that you know of that has backwards tiger hands.
wait, also, while we've got you here, you haven't happened to have heard tell of any around the place, or humans, or illithids?
The old mind flayers. We haven't had much trouble from them of late. There was a big nest north over the Barren Sea a couple of years ago. I think they got exterminated by some human king man. He did some slaying over there. I haven't heard anything of that. Vampires. You did say vampires, right?
Yeah, vampires, yeah, you know.
Vampires. And something did cross my desk a few weeks ago about vampires. Starts flicking through random bits of paper. Vampires. He pulls out his pipe, takes another long drag, puts it back, blows out a nice fancy cloud of smoke that looks like a ship. Like, vampires, yes, to the north. Near a little village near Grayskull Keep. There was might just be old local villager superstition, but there was mention of vampires over there. Nothing concrete, of course, you know, but there's mention of vampires.
Heard anything about demons?
Demons? Man, well, there's always demons about, you know. They can get to the plane material so easy, but nothing. Do you know which demon? Is there a specific demon you're after?
I know about.
No,
Demon.
Just some demon blood.
This-
Yeah. If you had the type of demon, then perhaps I could help. But there's many demons, many demons. He goes into his drawer, tries to go for his pipe, but he ends up pulling a little whistle. He blows it, and a tiny little imp demon appears on his desk, and he's like, "Oh, that's not my pipe." And he just pulls out a big warhammer and just smashes it. The demon just disintegrates and disappears back to its plane.
Why didn't you do that?
Is that why I picked up the wrong thing? That whistle just conjures little imps that generally steal your gold when you're not watching.
Didn't do anything else? Is that a demon? An imp
Yeah,
demon?
it's an imp. It's from the demon family. It's like the lowest of the low. But yeah, they just generally steal your gold when you're not watching.
Yeah, good thing you killed it then.
Indeed. Don't want to get in my gold.
I think. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy your pipe. You'll have to teach me that ship signal in person. I like that.
Yes. He pulls out a thick tome. It's about 500 pages long, and he slams it down. He's like, "That'll teach you. It has many tricks in there. Many tricks." He takes a big toke on his pipe, blows it out, and he blows out like a noughts and crosses game, with the noughts and the crosses actually moving around the board as well.
I'm just gonna
Many tricks in there, my friend.
look at the book and just be like, "Well, it's been great." No. Walk out.
Okay, so
Always a
you
pleasure.
hastily leave his office. Beatrice just looks at you, shakes her head, and goes, "He gets like this," and just goes back to her filing.
You'll get nothing out of him today, Beatrice, and off we go to go see Jerry.
Okay. So the big burly guard stood outside Jerry's place. They just nod at you. They definitely recognise the fist now. They kind of look at you a bit wary, as though you're not quite all there, but they just let it slide. You walk in. Jerry's there with his big pile of books. He's writing in about 12 at once with using his magic to write in them. Tiny little gnome head just bobbing up and down. As per usual, he doesn't notice when you walk into the room. He's just too busy filling out his ledgers and sorting out his gold.
Harry, my man, back. News.
He looks up. Instantaneously, all the hands fold their books and put the quills down. Good news, you say? I could do with some good news. Business has been a little lax of late.
Well, you won't be having any more problems from the sharks. So hopefully that'll help your business.
It sure will. They were taking about 7% of our profit away, attacking our caravans. We had to hire extra guards. It was a whole kind of palaver.
Mentioned that if we brought back the head of the hood, be willing to pay 12,000 gold pieces, which is nothing compared to the 7% that you'll be getting back.
How many gold pieces did I say?
12,000.
Was that before or after we discussed the issue with the information price?
If you remember correctly, that was taken off of the price of the meeting that you.
Likely story. He goes back to his ledger and he pulls out a big gold, a pile of gold bars and puts it on the table. There's 12,000 gold pieces in gold bars. He's like, I don't have that many gold pieces. I'm sure gold bullion will do you just as well.
I think we can make that work.
And he's like, of course I remembered the deal. I was just making sure,
Oh no,
If a businessman can get away with paying less, he always will.
I know. And as a gift, we'll include the hood. I'm gonna.
Is that what? It's not so much a gift that was the deal. I could sense you had it on you.
Get the hood and wrap it around the head. He gets the hood as the gift.
He picks it up, looks at it, mutters a word, and it's engulfed in purple visible sparks as it just disappears. He's like, don't worry about that. I can see you're worried, but don't worry about that. That's nothing to concern you.
So Jerry, I'm wondering if you're interested in a Remora's gland that I've managed to harvest from our monster. That's very expensive.
Was it from an adult or a youngling?
It was from a young adult.
It was an adult. Are you sure it was an adult?
I can't lie, I cannot remember.
If you honestly can't remember, it was a young one, it wasn't an adult one. However, if you're playing the game, then you roll a deception roll.
Yeah, no, genuinely can't remember.
It was a young one. It's like, if it's intact, they can go upwards of 750 gold. I could happily give you 600 for one.
I'd like the 750 gold.
One needs to make a profit.
Okay, let's call it 700.
Roll a persuasion
Got
check.
2 as well, 700 for 2.
700 for 2, you say?
Sir.
700 each.
No, for the both of them. Like 1,400 for the two of them.
Oh, for the two. I thought I was getting the deal of the century.
Sorry.
If you roll a persuasion check, see if you can filch him for a bit more gold.
Hey.
He's like 1,400. Why not? That's a good deal.
You go again.
He pulls out a bag which seems to exude cold from it. He opens it. He's like, just place them in here, and then with one of his mage hands, he puts the gold on the table. It's like, oh, I do so look forward to your visits. It's always something rather interesting with the fist.
Yeah, you still haven't heard anything from Keegan, have you?
I have not. My sources in Punt have reported he never made it.
280.
I've many sources and spies around everywhere, and yes, in Punt they've reported no halfling appearing.
Yeah, we've heard the same
No match
thing.
in the description.
We got a letter as well. Lord Asquith, who's definitely convinced that it was Keegan, which seems very strange because we know it wasn't him. Apparently, a notable lord saw him fleeing the scene of the crime, but that doesn't seem possible. You wouldn't happen to know who Lord Asquith might be talking about.
Well, you know, he seems he's not the brightest of fellows, but he always seems, you know, genuine. And if he believes that, then you know, that might be the case.
Steve.
Yeah, he's like he goes. However, I may have some information for you.
Ooh.
One of my fellows, shall we say, has intercepted a missive that was on its way to you. I'm pretty sure it'll be right up your street.
What's it going to cost? Let's skip the bullshit.
Oh, well, now, where's the fencing? Where's the back and forth? Where's the parley? If you're going to be like this, 5,000 gold. It will be in your best interest to know this information. There's no other way you're going to find it out.
Hey, Jerry, we're good friends. We're helping your business. We're always looking out for each other.
Yes,
So
you've just got
calm
like
down in
almost
price.
15,000 gold from me, you know. That's that can set you up with a mansion, you know. It's not a small
I mean,
fortune.
adventuring is no cheap career choice. You know, we've got to maintain our armor, our weapons. You know, you understand these things. It's a matter of business. Obviously,
roll a
we would be
persuasion.
be remiss if we didn't try and bring down the price.
But your friend here said he didn't want any bullshit, no parley. He's like, maybe 4.5, but that's the best I can do. You're not going to get this information anywhere else. I've got you over a barrel. He's like, you should know by now when you beat.
What is this information that you've got,
This
Jerry?
is a letter, a one-of-a-kind letter, addressed to
How
yourselves.
How do we know that it's and where does it come from? How do I know I want this information? Maybe it's just a letter from.
Oh, trust me, it involves your friend you were just talking about.
Alright, so still holding Straz's 1,880. I take and deduct 450 from it. So I'll pay.
Oh, wonders! Don't get ahead of yourselves.
Oh, we're talking figures, eh? Oh, I do like figures.
How do I even know this letter exists?
He produces it. It's in his mage hand, just floating in front of him. It's like, here it is.
In this skepticism.
Or as you can tell, he's telling the truth. It's a genuine letter.
So I'm trying to take the letter and put back into the mage hand the letter that we got at the pub last night from Lord Asquith. So I'm taking that letter and replacing it with another letter, a la like Temple of Doom style.
As soon as your fingers touch the envelope, it just disappears in a haze of purple lightning. And Jerry just sits there going, "And you really think that's going to help the price, do you?" I thought we were cutting out the bullshit.
This is me cutting out the bullshit.
He's like, you want to know it's a real letter? He's like, fine. He slams the letter down after he rematerializes it in more pink smoke, and he throws a scroll of divination at you. He's like, cast that on it. It'll tell you who it's from. It won't tell you the information, but it will confirm it's genuine and tell you who penned the letter.
Mo, can you just pay this now so we can get the information?
Are you
Did
gonna-
someone magic do this silly scroll that he's given you?
I don't have any magic. That
No. He's just give us some scroll to do.
Yeah, it's a
Wonders if
divine
this is,
spell, so either Zavorax or Wonders can cast it. As you cast the spell, it does confirm that it's a genuine letter. It was penned within the last 24 hours, and you can see that it is signed Dr. Cage. It's like,
Interesting.
that's all the information I'm going to give you, and it does mention your friend in this letter as well. I believe it is of great importance to you. 4.5, my final offer. If not, well, I don't mind missing out on a bit of gold, as you can just go in the vault and I can know I've put one over on the mighty fist.
Right, so that's 900 each.
I think it would be better to pay 3,000.
He's like, negotiations have ended, my friend. You wanted no bullshit. 4.5, my best deal. Take it or leave it.
900 each. On, cough up. Take
How
900
much
out.
each? Did he say 900?
Yeah, 900 each.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll all 900 each.
Oh.
He then puts the letter on the desk, and
Whoa.
it opens
Start
out.
with an aggressive tone.
It opens out, and there you go. There's the letter for everyone to see.
It's the spread. I'm hearing all kinds of different things.
Told you it would work, you fucking idiots. Should have put more bombs in and more piss.
So Jerry looks over at you with his pile of gold, and is like, "I'm sure that was worth the paltry amount I asked for it. We do
Jerry,
we do
as
good
always-
business, you know. I wouldn't fleece you too much."
Yeah, we respect you, Jerry. You're a man of your words and you're a man of business.
I can always find the information. It may take time, but I get the information in the end.
I'm gonna go and say, Jerry, always a pleasure. Shake his hand.
I'm waiting for the and.
Yeah, I'm already laughing just seeing him move in.
Shake his hand, and has he got anything on his hand? Is he wearing any rings or watch?
He's got several rings.
Can you try for something?
So yeah, I'm gonna try and pull away the rings into my hand.
How many are you taking? He's got 6. Well, he's got 5 on his hand. He's got 1 on each finger and 1 on a thumb. Depending on how many you take, depends on how difficult it's going to be.
I think the easiest one would be. I'm trying to take whichever one would be easiest, which I think would be the thumb. But if you
So you
shake a hand, the thumb.
you're just going for the one the easiest, okay?
Well, yeah, whatever would be the one that would come off in your hand to pull.
He looks over at you and goes, I thought we were past such little parlour tricks. He's definitely caught you trying to palm his ring.
Jerry, it's early in the morning. I'm just trying to keep you on your toes. And I change so my eyebrows get really long, like Emperor Ming, and just walk off.
As you walk off and look down at your hand, you notice that your ring has been stolen from your finger.
Oh damn!
As you turn around, Jerry's sat there with the ring in his fingers. Misplaced something, Gamolf?
Come on, then, put it back.
He just flicks it.
Respect game.
He flicks it over at you. He's like, just remember this lesson.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Cheers, Jerry.
He just chuckles to himself and opens all his ledgers and goes back to work writing in his 8 books.
Wow.
So once
Productive morning so far.
So once you've done that, we're going to cut back to Strasner in the prison. Daryl comes over, opens the cell, escorts him to a little room, sits him down opposite a table. He straddles a chair, sitting on it Riker style, so going over the back of the chair and sitting on it, and goes, "So, tell me what happened."
What? I don't know. What do you mean? What happened? There's a lot of things that have happened.
Well, you know, I've got the account the arresting officer gave.
Yeah.
It was a bit garbled. So I want to know the story from your side.
Yeah. So I was in the bar, and we're doing a drinking game, me and my friends, and
Who's your
the
friend?
guy that was on the floor.
What friends? What's their names? He starts jotting it down as you reel the names off.
One was called Eric. Another was Haku.
Ah, the artist. You drink with the well-known famous artist. Ah, interesting.
Yeah, and there was another one. I think it was Head Clicker, but I asked him to spell it, so I wasn't really sure, and I didn't really understand the letters that he used. And there was another tiny one which I didn't really care about.
Okay.
And there was
Do continue.
a bear.
And a
But
bear.
he was just drinking the whole time. The drinking game didn't really affect him at all. So we were drinking game with this guy that I was around with. He beat us at the game, or didn't beat. He beat some of us at the game, and managed to get my friend's shoes in the process. That was part of the game. And I was just trying to retrieve them after I found him lying prone with a bottle of something next to him. I thought this is a prime opportunity for me to get his shoes back.
And did you get the person's name that you were doing the drinking game with? The person whose boots you were trying to reclaim? Well,
No, I
the
didn't get
person.
his name, no.
So you were playing a drinking game with someone for a while. Drinking games, you
Yeah.
know, aren't instant, and you didn't want to ask for the man's name.
I didn't feel it was necessary.
I see. I see.
Fun fact, I was once in a relationship with someone and didn't say their parents' name for about 4 years because I didn't need to. So I have that ability.
I see. Roll a deception check. It's more coherent, your story this time, so it's not at disadvantage.
Deception.
He just nods along, keeping notes. He's like, and then what happened? So you tried to get the fellow's boots.
Well, not the fellow's boots. The boots he was wearing, they were my friend's boots.
Yes, you tried to retrieve the boots off the fellow, where my
yeah.
officers found you dragging the uncommon form towards a magical, weird blackness that just sprang out. That was just on the floor.
It's dark. I don't know. That was just part of the floor. I thought. I took care not to step in what I thought was an odd black hole.
So you did notice the odd black hole. Interesting. He just continues scribbling down in his notepad.
Yeah, I decided to not step in the big black hole and try to take the boots back.
By dragging the defendant by the ankles.
Well, that's how you get boots off. I don't know how you take boots off, but...
By unlacing said boots and pulling them from the heel, not the ankle.
Well, as you can see by my feet, I don't wear boots. I wear espadrilles.
He looks you up and down. He's like, I can tell from a person of your caliber, you are quite intelligent. You should know how to take a pair of boots off an uncommon man.
I was doing my best, but I had been drinking quite a bit last night. So if it looked odd the way I was taking the boots off, then that's that's understandable. But that's what I was trying to do.
Okay, roll another deception check. I see. I see. Quite amount of reports from my men and also people in the streets. There's people in their houses. Very well. So these people, they're the people that you adventure with. You know, we've had reports
Right.
that you are with the Fist, and so these are the people you have mentioned, your drinking buddies. They are also members of the Fist.
No, they're not part of the Fist. They're just another gang.
Ah, okay. So if I can have the names of the members of the Fist, then please, just for records, of course. You know.
Who's mentioned the Fist?
You have been cited with a group known as that are going by the reputation of the Fist. They have been doing various work with various guilds in the city. I have my sources. I may
have
look
your
like an
sources.
idiot, but you know, if it weren't
What,
for
just-
Wilco, I would have had his position.
Let it be noted that you think you look like an idiot.
I know I look like an idiot. I have no ears.
Exactly. So who have we got? Zovorax,
Yes.
Gamholf,
Gamholf. Yes.
Wunderschlong.
He sounds a bit foreign. Yes.
Yeah, he's a bit foreign. And the other one, which I'm getting the names mixed up in my head because it's quite late. It is. Describe. Mastiff.
Mastiff. Mr.
Well,
Steve.
no, Mastiff, yeah.
Mr. Steve, okay. He writes that down. He's like, well, we still need to do some more investigation, but we can let you out on bail.
Okay.
Been set at 1,000 gold. We've already taken the liberty of relieving yourself of this money. You're free to go.
Cheers,
we shall,
mate.
we shall be in contact with you.
Perfect.
He just continues making copious notes on his piece of paper, and he just like issues. He just waves you out the door.
Yeah, cool.
If you
Cheers, mate.
just take the money out of your account, please.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah. Cool. So I'm going to go back to where the scene of the crime.
Okay. As you get there, your portable hall is missing. There is no black circle of holding on the floor.
Is there can I investigate it to see if I can see if I know of anything around?
You can do an investigation check to see if you notice anything. As you're looking around, you can see there's several tracks leading in various different directions, and they are of very small feet. You deduce they're either halfling or gnome.
Can I just go and follow one?
Yeah, roll a survival check as you are trying to track the footprints that you've spotted. So you can see them heading towards there's a few sets, but the one you have ascertained is definitely the culprit, as they were definitely in the vicinity, stood around. There's a few like walking around it, and then there's some heavy indentations where they've probably bent down to pick it up. You see them heading towards the guild offices. But you're not the best of trackers, and you lose sight of the footprints, but you do know that they definitely lead to the guild offices, but you have no idea which guild has actually half-inched your hole.
Okay. Then I need to go to the guild offices then.
Okay, so
that's cool.
as you approach the guild offices, you see your fellow party members just exiting Jerry's office.
What up, guys?
Where the
Oh,
fuck have
Joe.
you been?
Oh, long
yeah.
story. I had a run-in with some little people, and I'd really like your help. I could find them because they've got things that they nicked some stuff off me. I need to find them. I need to find it ASAP.
You got robbed?
Yeah, I know they were little. I was not expecting them to be a threat because they were so small.
Interesting. Speaking of things that go missing, this is yours, and I throw him the takings, his share of the takings from this morning.
Yeah.
What are we looking for?
Just small people, either halflings or dwarves. Not dwarves, halflings or gnomes. I'm not sure what the difference is.
Do you know where they went? Where they?
Well, I knew they come to the trade not the guild district.
It's going to cost us some money. It's going to talk to fucking Jerry.
Oh, well. So they're small people and they stole from you and they came back to a guild district.
Yeah.
There are thieves guild around here.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It seems like a logical place to start.
Yeah, should we go there?
Jerry's a halfling.
He's a gnome.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
Don't let Jerry hear you say that.
He doesn't go skulking about stealing things from the floor. Come on, man. He's a top-notch guy.
I'm going to go and see Jerry.
I'm assuming that
okay.
you three fists are going to be able to sort this. I'm going to head over to the temple.
Okay, so Wonders starts making his way over to the temple district. That'll take approximately about half an hour to get there, where Strasner walks into Jerry's office.
Jerry, my main man, I think I might need you.
He looks up and goes, "Oh, weren't you just in here? Oh, no, you were missing. How did I not notice that you weren't with your fellow Fist members?"
I know. I think. Yeah. I was. I was accosted by some people that were smaller than me, and I think they've taken something that's mine. Do you know anything about
that? Small people? That sounds a bit racist, a bit profiling.
No, that's not what I said. What I said was they were smaller than me.
Smaller than you.
Yeah, I didn't say small people. I was very clear with that. I said smaller than me.
Well, you're an average tiefling, so that does leave, I suppose, a few people smaller than you. What was it that you've lost? I may need a bit more information. Of course, I can always help.
It's an item that's very, very black.
An item that's very, very black. Well, that could be quite a few things. Obviously, there's always the gold.
What gold?
Ah.
No, I'm talking about a black thing, not a gold thing.
Information is not free. I have a few sources around that may have seen something in the streets.
Yeah.
That may or may not contain certain creatures.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. What kind of That sounds about right, Gamorth. What can I get this information?
Well, for the information, we're talking 1,000 gold.
Okay. Let's give him 1,000 gold.
It takes the gold. Is like, information is. He leans in really close, stares you in the eye, and goes, "I have your hole," and then raises his eyebrows, and then leans back in his chair.
Okay, well, it's my hole, and I intend to get it back.
Oh, wonderful! You'd like to make a purchase of one portable hole plus minions. Now, what would that run you? Well, the hole in itself is, in the realms of 3,000 gold, and I'm sure, you'd like to get your minions back, so we'll call it an even 5.
Ah, you see.
And nobody needs to inform the militia. As you know, other than Tsar, he's the only one who has a license for performing necromancy in this city.
Well, what were you talking about necromancy for?
Because I have seen your minions.
Well, you said minions.
Yes, your horse, and what happened? The fellow that looks remarkably like a missing militiaman, shall we say? Don't forget, I have spies everywhere. I have been dogging you on your adventures. You may have not seen my people, but they have been there.
I have heard you're into dogging. but that's a separate issue. So 5,000 gold.
Yes, to get your hole and your minions back.
Hole.
And we shall obviously, keep this between us. Nobody shall be informing the militia that, you're unsanctioned necromancer.
Yeah. So if I can give you, is there any wiggle room on the money? And so I can. Is there any item or anything you're interested in that I could get for you on our travels?
There's always wiggle room, my friend. Always wiggle room.
How about half the money, and then an item that's worth 5,000?
How about now? Just hear me out. This will be a bit of a challenge, okay? I would like half the money, so 2,500 gold, up front, of course, and then the items. I'll give you your hole and your minions, but there will be a debt that if he's not paid, my friend shall come and pay you a visit, and you don't want that. But I would require a Rashasha eye and a Mind Flayer eye, and we could call it quits.
How do you spell the first one?
Rashasha.
Yeah, how do you spell it?
It's I wanted to Google that. Bear with me.
Ask Uncle Google.
Nope. I'm not so sure. I'll message you how you spell that. I shall message you.
We in here with you, Strat? Do you just go by yourself?
I went on my own.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. That sounds perfect. Let's do that. I'm in. That sounds like a good deal to me.
But he holds out his hand, his tiny little gnome hand, to shake on the deal.
Shook on the deal.
So he takes your 2,500 off you straight away, and he's like, "Yes, as soon as you, look forward to getting them 2 eyes."
Yeah, you'll get it.
Okay, I think there would be a great place to stop, because I think a lot of people are flagging.
Yeah, it's late, man. It's late, man.
It's 11:15, so yeah, I think there will be a good point to stop.
Yeah. God, we've got so many time-sensitive quests. We still got to deliver shit to Merwin.
You should have. He didn't give you a time though. He just wanted it as soon as possible.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, unless I'm recalling wrong, but I don't think he gave you a time.
No, I think it's just as once we've got the. No, I thought the ingredients perished. I've written in my thing that we've got.
You haven't picked them up yet, so they're still in Zar's storage. It's only once you pick them up and start going with them.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. If there was a monetary value, not a monetary value, a numerical value on the amount of experience points we might be about to get, would it be more or less than 4? 4,000.
A lot of.
Just 4, a flat 4.
4.
Yeah. All those Hydra heads, 4 XP.
Well, it's definitely more than 4 XP. I can tell you that for nothing.
Bingo.
Whether it's more than 4,000, who knows? But it's definitely more than 4. Just bear with me a sec. I shall have a look. Nope, that's the wrong one. 1, 2. Wait, that's still the wrong one. One of these has got to be right. Ah, there we go. There is. So you've only killed a Hydra, but it was a good Hydra. How much XP do you need to level up?
3,060.
I'm just building the suspense here. I know the answer, but I'm just helping with the with the suspense.
Need it right now, bro.
Yeah, they had a magic head.
Is it working? Is the suspense building?
And
Yeah.
we need,
Oh, have I ruined the illusion now? Yes, you will just have enough to just tip you over the scales.
oh good.
No way.
Even Strasner, who is 400 XP behind.
Oh yeah, I died.
You died and missed out on a few bandits, but at this level, like when the monsters are worth like 12k XP, 400s are neither here nor there. But yeah, you'll just have enough to just tip you over the scales.
Alright, guys.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Cheers, boys. See everyone soon. We need to do some shit. We need
Lots
to
of
start
shit.
plowing through some quest.
We got some mad. Coming up.
We need to stop going on side quests to go after daddy hydras that takes 2 hours. Whoever thought of that?
Just for some gold.
I mean, it
but
was
we
a lot
needed
of
the
gold.
You had to buy your fucking hole back.
I know.
To be
So
fair,
much money.
none of those heads were even. We haven't sold any of those heads.
No, you've still got an
40,
ass load of Hydra heads.
Yeah, let's hope fucking Melvin wants Hydra heads times many.
Good old Melvin. Right, well,
It seems like.
thanks a lot, chums. I'm going to sign off the stream, but yeah, thanks a lot. Good hustle, and I'll see you all next time.
Cheers.
So, that was a fantastic stream. A big fight followed by some shenanigans. Looks like Strasner may have finally got his comeuppance with his evil doings. So we'll just have a quick look to see who's online, and we shall sort out a raid. Looks like Romeo G is online. Who's playing PUBG at the moment is a fellow streamer. So plays a variation of different games. At the moment he's playing PUBG, so we'll just hit him up with a raid. We'll see if it's more successful than the other evening. My raids are generally not very successful, but we'll be back on Saturday for the newly dubbed Low Rollers. We shall see how that pans out. So hopefully that raid would have gone ahead. So we can get our raid on. I'll just double check. My internet's running really slow. As always, I am a pro streamer. What can I say? Exactly, logic point. Low rollers for the win. So as soon as you get there, if you've got the emotes, spam away. If not, just let him know Menju the DM has sent you. Thanks a lot. We'll catch you next time. Laters.